Alter, was war das denn für ein Kill, Alter? Halt's Maul. Oh mein Gott. Und den trifft er jetzt nicht? Oh, er geht raus, er geht raus. So, eine kleine Info nochmal kurz vorweg. Hier mache ich eigentlich nicht so, weil das ist ein Highlight aus dem Stream. Ich wollte nur kurz gesagt haben, das war ein absolut ganz extrem langer Livestream. Das ging, keine Ahnung, Alter, 4 Stunden oder was? Ich weiß das selber nicht mehr, ey. Auf jeden Fall haben die ganz viel zwischendurch Werbung gemacht für irgendwas und dann viel rumgelabert, bla bla. Ich wollte das eigentlich komplett uncut hochladen, weil das ist halt ein Livestream, wenn man sich anschaut, da kannst du halt nicht viel schneiden, so, ne? Ich habe das jetzt einfach mal so gemacht, dass ich einfach die Sachen, wo halt komplett Dünnschiss ist, hier mit Werbung und bla bla, das habe ich so ein bisschen rausgemacht, die unwichtigen Sachen. Und weil das so lange ist, werde ich euch auch Kapitel reinmachen. Das heißt, wenn ihr bei YouTube, ich weiß nicht, wie das am Handy ist, aber bei YouTube ist das am PC so, wenn man mit der Maus über die Zeitleiste fährt, dann sieht man die Kapitel und dann könnt ihr ja, wenn ihr Bock habt, zu irgendwas Speziellem dahin springen, ne? Wenn ihr sagt, ihr wollt jetzt nur Warzone sehen, dann könnt ihr da gucken, wo ist das Kapitel, könnt es anklicken, seid ihr direkt da, ne? Wisst ihr Bescheid, kleine Info. Und jetzt würde ich sagen, ja, viel Spaß mit dem Video. Es wird, glaube ich, ein sehr geiles Call of Duty, aber guckt selbst.
Pick it up.
So, auf jeden Fall gucken wir uns das mal an hier. Bin gespannt, was die da zeigen werden. Ich hoffe auf neues Gameplay auf jeden Fall, ne? COD Next Showcase Event. Die Leute sind hier. 130.000. Ja, da waren gerade noch mehr. Da haben die schon mal 10.000 wieder verpisst, weil die jetzt gesehen haben, wie, ey? Nach der Premiere muss ich nochmal eine halbe Stunde warten. Was ist denn das jetzt, Alter? Schuhwerbung oder was? Junge, ey. So, Timer ist runter. Jetzt geht's los hier. Abfahrt. Mal gespannt. Laut genug, ja, ne? Ja, ich schon diesen Juggernaut sehe, kriegt ein Herpes. Ah ja, Warzone 2.0. Das kann auch geil werden, ne? Muss aber nicht. Next. So, ja, willkommen nochmal hier. Moin, moin. Endlich geht's mal los. Digga, was ist hier los? Ja, moin. Guck mal, wie viele Ringlichter da sind. Alter. Nicht euer Ernst. Manager of Call of Duty, oder? General Manager of Call of Duty. Oh. Okay. Deswegen gibt's das Skill-Based Matchmaking. Jetzt verstehe ich das.
The world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
Multiplayer-Trailer, ja, Abfahrt.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
Leute, schreibt mir schon mal auf, wenn die Beta kommt für Xbox, bin ich jeden Tag live, ne? Ist klar. Alter, hallo? Hallo? Ey, was ist das? Aha. Was können die eigentlich, ey? Oha. Geht durch den Boden durch. LOL, so eine Kamera, ey. Guckst du die ganze Zeit auf dein iPad, ob deiner langläuft, ey. AC-130. Ja, das kriegst du aber nicht mit einer Rakete kaputt. Ne?
We have never seen a war zone like this. They're behind us. Shots stick out. Enemy healer. Take out that boat. Check box 6.
I'm on my way.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk we froze the rivers and we made the outskirts just to kill
Multiplayer
trigger.
Design,
In this game,
ja,
as soon
bla
as we
bla.
started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned
Also wenn irgendwas mit Multiplayer scheiße ist, beschwert euch bei dem Typ.
beautiful caustics, there's waves with white caps, but we also, the gameplay side, there's unique ballistics underwater. You only can use certain weapons underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater, otherwise you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you saw the boats and the mine that floats, and
Das ist
every
aber
piece
nicht
of
Multiplayer,
equipment,
oder?
has
I
been
love it.
filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like we
Boah, Alter, Multiplayer kannst du auch noch irgendwo unter Wasser gehen, Alter. Dann hängen die alle im Wasser, ich sehe das schon. Ich sehe das schon, die hängen alle im Wasser. Und dann läufst du vorbei, dann kommt der kurz hoch.
Movement is super important to us. So this game, as you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
Ja, reden die jetzt über Warzone oder über Multiplayer?
Vehicle details to come. But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new
muss eigentlich Warzone sein, weil die labern da irgendwas von
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the
was du
trailer. You
benutzen
saw the drill
kannst.
charge, you saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there, and if a player
Jamie
gets
Boy,
close to
nee.
it, it auto-deploys, and basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction
Ja,
technique.
genau.
You can fire it off with
Ey,
a
Alter.
clapper. When
Jo, die
you
eine
throw
mit dem
it,
iPad
when
in
it
der
goes
Hand.
off, you can throw it in water.
Junge, wenn die Pumpgun schon so weit eine Reichweite hat, Digga, dann habe ich schon jetzt keinen Bock mehr, Alter. Da läuft jeder mit der Pumpgun wieder rum, Mann. Das ist Schmutz. Da brauchst du kein Aim, kein Skill, gar nichts. Du brauchst nur draufhalten.
Deal with all the shit inside. So I'm gonna hit the DDoS. Boom! It's gonna shut down
Perfect
everything,
for
and I can
rushing.
move in, yeah, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look, but it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it.
Ja, hat man vorher mit dem
indefinitely in
iPad gesehen,
Warzone.
ne? Herzschlagsensor ist wieder zurück.
This is the TAC cam too.
Aber ich glaube, das war ja auch früher bei Modern Warfare 2, war das auch zum ersten Mal drin, ne? Herzschlagsensor. Da war der aber an der Waffe so, glaube ich, dran, ne? Weiß nicht mehr.
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but we'll
Herzschlagsensor,
actually mark your
Alter.
enemies for
Die ganzen Noobs immer, Alter. Hier die Waffe und dann nur auf den Herzschlagsensor
There's
geguckt, so, ne?
So many toys and new tools that we're like, we just
So
want players
schlecht.
to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Besonders bei
God.
Wintermaps.
Until they all
Das
get
haben die einfach
DDoS.
immer benutzt, weil das Opfer sind.
All this talk about equipment
Digga.
reminds me. I mean, that's one element.
Die saßen im Haus in der Ecke.
Brand new gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about
Und wenn das Ding
how we
ausgeschlagen
change
hat,
the
sind die
way
kurz
we level
nach,
our weapons and
aus dem
manage them?
Fenster gegangen,
What's going on
bup, bup, und fertig.
So the new gunsmith allows players to build out their weapons more smoothly than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression. And I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
Sieht erstmal kompliziert aus.
So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff. Can you dive into those details, though, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can add a little bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith, and we were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that. You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith, you can set up an AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns, and it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
It is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition of Modern Warfare 2. Playable in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible.
Yeah, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long time.
I read about that on the internet.
Yes.
But, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like ground war and a bunch of others really well. And so, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much open world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay. So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
That sounds...
A lot of diversity in those maps as well. A
Was
lot
meint
of
ihr jetzt, die
visual
Maps werden kleiner oder
variety,
was?
some colorful maps in there, and I think they feel really clean.
Guys, you're moving me in ways I didn't imagine to be moved today. Excellent stuff.
Cry?
I might. Hey, it's the first time for
okay.
here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
Oh, Digga, da kannst du echt
So
nicht
Sarif
ausdenken, ne?
Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to
hier
show
schon mal
off
eine
all
neue
our
Map, oder
boats
was?
and our new amphibious APC, and swimming,
okay.
as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really
Ja,
intense
da kann man ja da echt, also da gab es ja auch so ein Stückchen mit Wasser, ne? Da kann man da auch rein, oder was? Ja, das ist doch voll die riesen Map, Digga, das ist doch keine Multiplayer-Map, oder?
Action happening.
Almas. Do you mind giving us some details on this one?
Sure. Macardo is a little street market in a historic section in Mexico. Our story behind this is, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays really fast and a lot of action right down that center lane. The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta. It plays fast.
So Invasion it's a big war map. It's Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of ground war. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds. And it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill. The announcer's not barking at you. He's not saying like, hey, get to B, they're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe. You can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode.
Ich hoffe einfach auch, dass ganz viele alte Maps da mit reinkommen, zumindest mal später auch vielleicht, ne? Also, wenn die das schon Modern Warfare 2 nennen, Digga, ich will da ganz, ganz viele alte MW2 Maps sehen, da hab ich richtig Bock drauf.
So what about Prisoner Rescue? Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So, Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend mode. It's a round-based mode. The defenders
Weltzocker. Digga, vielen Dank, Mann, für deinen Sub hier. Im ersten Monat sogar, danke Mann. Kuss, willkommen. Weil du im Discord bist, Digga. Wenn du im Discord bist, dann musst du jetzt deinen Discord-Account mit Twitch verknüpfen, dann wird es im Discord auch angezeigt, dass du Sub bist, ne?
But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders
Highlight
are.
auf YouTube, auf jeden Fall.
And the
Aber ich
objective
werde das nicht
icon over
schneiden,
the
ne?
prisoner goes away as soon as
Das lade
they
ich
scoop them
uncut
up. So
hoch,
now
weil
the
das ist ja auch ein
defenders have to
Livestream,
basically
ne?
rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab that prisoner and try and get them out.
That hero run to the exfil is
definitely you know, big S&D energy in this mode, which resonates with me in my time in esports. So this is my personal favorite of the new ones, and also sort of the strategic revives that happen. There is a revive mechanic, and so you are able to pick up your teammates, and I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
Of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage. But what are the details?
Third Person in Call of Duty? Alter, das ist doch voll ekelig, Mann.
Third person, and all while we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third person. In the beta, we're playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR, and we have, you know, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're.
Also da kann ich jetzt schon mal sagen, wenn das kein extra Modus, also sagen wir mal, es gibt keinen extra Modus, wo nur solche Leute spielen können. Sagen wir mal, es kann jeder in Third Person oder First Person gehen, je nachdem wie er gerade Bock hat. Dann ist das doch voll scheiße, oder? Weil ich weiß jetzt schon, dass du safe in Third Person irgendwie dann so um die Ecke gucken kannst und gucken kannst, ob da einer steht oder so, was der in der First Person dann nicht machen kann.
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode and will be focused on 2-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think 1 player on air support, 1 player on the ground, and I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at, you know, some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch and really tried to implement some of those themes into the design. So we'll be talking more about Special Ops in the months to come.
Steph, you're saying I should be looking now for a Special Ops partner.
Sitting right next to you.
Einmal lesen, bitte.
Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200 plus here, and ready to rock and roll. But first, we'll be right back to show off the world premiere of Warzone 2.0.
Okay, jetzt kommt Warzone 2.
To Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0. It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a mix of industrial areas, towns,
die rasten alle aus in der Halle.
Water. It looks way better on this screen than it did on Twitter. But you're gonna find
hier oben links ist Quarry.
Cool elevation, rocky peaks,
Da oben links ist Quarry. Kennt man das noch von MW2, die Dings? Hier ist ein Airport. Ey, die haben nicht Terminal draufgepackt, oder? Warte mal, hier unten ist Sache Bay, das hat mich vorhin auch kurz gezeigt. Sind das einzelne Maps im Multiplayer und nochmal im Warzone auch nochmal am Start, oder was? Alter, das wäre ja krank. Wann ist PC? Digga, am 22. Nächste Woche Donnerstag für alle Plattformen, alle. Nur morgen ist für PlayStation. Nächste Woche, 22. Donnerstag, für alle. Da ist Quarry, Digga! Geil! Alter, habe ich das lange nicht gesehen. Rohanöl. Ja, das kenne ich auch noch. War da nicht gerade Domme? Oh mein Gott, Digga! Oh mein Gott! Yes! Geil.
And whether they want to explore that or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have
Airport. Das ist doch Terminal, Digga. Das ist Terminal.
And there's a river
Genau
system
so, auf
that
jeden Fall
goes
sieht's
through all of
aus.
this. So you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs. And here's one
Ja, alle
of
rasten
our
aus.
Sawa Village, which is
That's my favorite.
colloquially called Sunken Town.
Ja,
I
boy,
love to
komplett im
swim,
Unterwasser.
So you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be
Oh my
today, right?
God.
We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people.
Boah, das sind die maximalen Flashbacks für mich, Alter. Das war auch einfach die beste Zeit meines Lebens. Wo MW1 rausgekommen ist. Das erste, wir reden jetzt nicht von dem anderen Kram. Auf PS3 noch. Und dann MW2, Digga. Oh. Das war die beste Zeit, Alter. Das war so geil. Da waren jetzt so viele Sachen dabei, die ich so Ewigkeiten nicht mehr gesehen habe, ne? Und das in einer richtig kranken Grafik. Bruder. Richtig geil.
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here.
What do you want to jump into first? Oh, Stephanie, go.
We've made some pretty sweeping changes, I think, to the high-level components of Warzone 2.0 to continue providing players with both a dynamic and rewarding VR experience. But Warzone 2.0, you're going to hear it over and over again today. It's about fun. This is about playing with your friends, having fun, you know, friends new and old. Maybe you're making them in game. And I think one particular feature that I cannot wait to see the streamers engage with will be our prox chat.
Yes!
So it's coming. It will be in Warzone, and there's going to be some amazing clips. But
Nichts verstanden, was die da labern, ne?
I think Joe can tell us a little bit more about looting in Warzone 2.0. I'm listening to that.
The streamers love prox chat.
They're like, yes!
You know, in looting in Warzone 2.0, we still have the humming crates. You know, you can still travel around and listen for those. We still have the loose loot on the ground, but we wanted to add a layer of learnability and logic to our looting, right? So if you're outside, if you're a little kid, you fall down, you hurt your knee, and your mom's gonna go inside, go to the medicine cabinet and get you something to a Band-Aid, Neosporin, whatever. So that's our looting. If you need
Wo
help,
du Leute in der Umgebung reden hören kannst, als ob.
If you want to get loadout items,
Das wäre, ja, okay, aber das geht dann aber auch nur, wenn die dann auch wenn man sich jetzt im Game auch unterhält mit seinen Freunden, ne? Was ja eigentlich, also ich weiß nicht, wer das macht, Digga, ne? Aber heutzutage benutzt doch jeder zumindest mal eine PlayStation-Xbox-Party. Oder besser Teamspeak, noch besser Discord. Also das macht ja auch wieder keinen Sinn, ne? Das wäre ein cooles Feature gewesen für PS3, Alter.
Quite literally, like, have a route we plan, hit the gas station, gas up, pick up snacks, pick up ammo and all sorts. Okay, cool. So what about circle
Seit
mechanics?
PS4 nutzt doch keiner mehr den Ingame Voice Chat.
Component of BR's, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, the circle's been a staple of BRs. It's been really hard to move away from it. So we kind of talked about what could we do to mix things up with the circle. So we've got this new mechanic where the circle can actually split, almost like a cell splits into 2, 3, or even 4 circles. And then those circles kind of close down. And what it does is it segregates teams, and you have these micro battles in those circles. And at a certain point, you're like, okay, we've cleared out our circle. I think we're good. And then those circles merge. They come back together, and you have this very directed fight of, like, as the circle's moving, you're like gearing up in buildings. You're like, here we go, it's about to kick off. And as soon as those circles hit,
Alter, habt ihr das verstanden?
So it's another kind of like
Alter,
in the gameplay that we feel like is a cool world of
das ist eine krasse Änderung, ey. Aber ey, das könnte eine coole Sache werden, ne? Weil da nicht 1 Million Leute in eine Richtung laufen, sondern die Zone, also wer das nicht verstanden hat, die Zone, die wird nicht immer von außerhalb immer kleiner, kleiner, kleiner und konzentriert sich dann irgendwo hin nach irgendeine Richtung, sondern die splittet sich dann irgendwann auf in 3 kleinere, die dann irgendwann später wieder zur Mitte zusammenkommen. Das ist ja geil eigentlich, ne? Dann können die in den 3 Bereichen können sich da jeweils Leute bekriegen und dann sind nicht ganz so viele Leute später in der Mini-Zone da, wo dann von allen Seiten alle Leute so dahin kommen. Das finde ich eigentlich ganz cool, ey.
With is you may see a little bit of an AI presence in the gulag. So you have to be on your toes. Like you're working with an enemy, there might be an AI here. You're picking up weapons. And we're excited for people to try it.
Toxic.
Yeah, we're gonna get feedback today too. And like Joe said, we've been through some pretty wild iterations of the gulag, which I will not reveal here, but there's a lot in store.
There certainly is a lot in store. Jack, I have heard of a new concept coming to Warzone 2.0 called Strongholds. That will include AI that may impact how players get their weapons, etc.
Stronghold, Crusader,
can you clue me into what that's all about and if it's even true?
Absolutely. So strongholds are reinforced buildings that the AI is occupying inside Al Mazrah in BR. And the players can choose whether or not they want to engage with them and assault them to get cool rewards, including free loadout items, which is one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bring AI.
Solche Gegner wie die da haben, möchte ich auch mal haben, also komplette Lost Boys, ey.
Them in multiple modes in different way. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ, Call of Duty's extraction mode, will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year. I played DMZ for the very first time on my first day at IW, and to this day, playing it non-stop, the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind. Modern Warfare 2. Mark your calendars, that's about 2 weeks.
And you will have a chance to see a Warzone 2 Battle Royale Alpha playtest happening right here behind us.
So then, after that, we have live gameplay coming at us with all of our friends set up across each and every Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. We've got Warzone 2.0, Battle Royale, we got Warzone Mobile. It's all happening here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far.
Okay, live Gameplay. Also jetzt fangen die da an zu zocken dann.
Brought to you by the GMC Hummer EV pickup.
Oh, oh mein Gott.
Electric super truck.
Oh,
Intel. Built.
More Players? Wie viele Leute können denn das spielen? Hä? Das ist doch jetzt Warzone 1.0 gewesen, der Ausschnitt da. Ja, genau. Ich hab schon Bock. Ich hab schon Bock, muss ich auch sagen, auch wenn ich kein Battle Royale Player Dings bin, ne, aber es hat schon richtig Bock gemacht, Warzone, ne. Das Problem war einfach nur, dass irgendwie die Qualität oder die FPS waren so scheiße, Digga. Ich konnte mir das nicht geben, mir war einfach nur schlecht, Mann, aber es hat echt Bock gemacht, ey. Ah, Mobile, okay. Alles klar, ging jetzt nur um Mobile. Ja, deswegen sah das auch so ein bisschen aus wie Warzone 1.0 da gerade, ne? Wie gesagt, keine Ahnung, wer irgendwas auf dem Handy spielt, Digga, der ist einfach lost, meiner Meinung nach, ey. Das macht doch gar keinen Bock, ey. Mit Controller kann man noch verstehen, aber... Nee, Alter, nee. Wie das auch aussieht, so für ein Handy bestimmt okay, ne? Aber...
Even TV station. Well, I'm getting classic Call of Duty Warzone flashbacks here. Can you tell us more about the gameplay? Or, you know what, maybe just give me your phone real quick. Maybe I can see for myself. No?
You know, the team has a passion for delivering the most authentic Call of Duty experience possible for mobile devices.
Lieber eine Konsole, ja. Wenn man sich auch mal überlegt, wie teuer so Handys heutzutage sind, die dann auch wirklich was drauf haben, grafikmäßig und performancemäßig. Ja, da kannst du einfach echt besser eine Konsole und einen geilen Bildschirm kaufen, ne? Monitor. Das ist einfach die alte Warzone-Map oder was, ne? Das kenne ich doch auch bei dem Bereich. Ja, sicher. Hä? Anstatt die wenigstens den Warzone 2.0 Modus da Mobile reinmachen, auch so, ne? Verstehe auch nicht ganz.
And you know, it sounds like everyone's paying attention to detail and it's finally paying off. Now, when I think of Call of Duty Warzone, I think about strategy.
Absolutely. There's a lot more going on than pure gunplay.
Geh doch jetzt schon aufs Klo. Hä, ich war doch gerade, Digga, bist du doof? Hä?
You can try to sneak up on another player and pull off a finishing move. It's like ultimate bragging rights. And if you're feeling more strategic, you and your squad, they can complete contracts. Use that cash at buy stations. There's a ton of variety there, including lots of different abilities like bringing back a fallen squad mate.
Mach das ein bisschen leiser hier.
Now, that contract economy,
Uninteressant.
it adds a ton of depth and strategy
Mark,
through
danke.
risk and reward.
I really like that you brought that
800
up
Euro.
because if you're talking about risk and reward,
Also ich sag mal, du musst ja für schon Minimum für ein Handy, wenn es auch vielleicht gebraucht ist, so 500 Euro ausgeben. Dafür kriegst du halt auch einfach eine Xbox Series X. Okay, da brauchst du noch den Monitor, aber dann kaufst du halt erstmal so einen billigen 50 Euro Monitor, reicht ja erstmal. Ist einfach alles besser als so ein scheiß Handy, Digga.
But they're not necessarily down for the count either because we have the gulag. So here players can fight for a second chance. So when you go down, you get to fight one-on-one with another down player and you can earn your way back.
Das Stadion, Alter.
This is how Warzone
Das war noch
Mobile
Zeiten,
plays
ne?
out on a truly massive scale, unlike anything we've ever played on mobile before.
Hat er gerade die Map geladen?
We're pushing way past the envelope.
Digga, da haben gerade übelst die Texturen geladen, hat man das gesehen?
Match is jam-packed with our signature style of combat. So we are supporting up to 120 live players in the single match.
Wenn das schon bei denen so komisch lädt, Alter, weiß
Did you
ich
just
nicht.
say 120 players? Or do you mean bots? Because it seems like in Battle Royale games on mobile, they're usually loaded up with boring bots.
Well, we believe it's critically important and a lot more fun to play with real, live, human opponents. And that's our focus. So for anyone who's tired of playing with nothing but bots, we hear you. We're talking up to 120 real players ready to hunt you down with real human skill and real human emotions. That is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
And we hear you in the crowd. Everyone's excited, and absolutely it is huge. And I don't think there's a game on mobile that can top that. In terms of real player count, of course. But how are you able to even pull that off?
We can support real player counts at dramatically higher scale than we've ever seen in other Battle Royale games on mobile because Warzone Mobile is running on advanced, unified Call of Duty technology. This is the same shared tech behind the console and PC versions of Warzone 2.0. It gives us a ton of advantages, like these incredibly high player counts, authentic Call of Duty combat and gameplay systems, and it opens the door to a much more connected experience across all platforms.
So when you say more connected, does that mean that Warzone Mobile will share content and features that will be in the console and PC version of Warzone 2.0?
Exactly. Delivering a deeply connected experience, it's been a strategic pillar from the beginning of development.
Ich überlege gerade, ob ich das für das YouTube-Video rausschneiden soll, ne? Um einfach ein bisschen Zeit zu sparen, damit das nicht so lange geht. Aber ja, keine Ahnung.
So wherever you're playing Call of Duty, it is time well spent, including on mobile. Even your friends list and chat are shared across platforms, so you can stay in touch with your friends, whether they're playing on console or PC or mobile, wherever they choose to
Georg,
play.
hast du gehört, was ich vorhin gesagt habe, Digga? Ich hab gefragt, ob du im Discord drin bist oder nicht. Ich hab meinen Namen noch nie da gesehen und du bist ja Stufe 3, Digga. Da musst du auch mal da reinkommen. Und deinen Account verknüpfen. Damit du im Discord auch als Stufe 3 angezeigt wirst, wenn du das schon machst. Und das Headset empfehle ich dir auf jeden Fall, ja, sicher. Bist du drin? Ja, perfekt. Hast du auch verbunden, deinen Account? Das wäre übelst nice, würde mich mega freuen. Wenn da auch mehr Subs mal am Start wären. Weil die Hälfte des Subs ist einfach nicht da. Headset auf jeden Fall, also Digga, ohne Scheiß, ne? Das ist einfach das Beste, was es gibt. Ohne Witz. Ich will jetzt auch nicht wieder nicht wieder auseinanderklamüsern, wieso, weshalb, warum, aber allein schon nur auf dem Papier, ne? Die reinen Rohdaten, die sind schon besser als bei jedem anderen Headset, Digga. Und dann hast du nicht alles aus Plastik, sondern es ist wirklich Metall und so, ne? Und dann sogar noch leicht. Du kannst das wirklich, ich habe das ja jeden Tag locker 14, 15, 16 oder noch länger Stunden auf. Ich merke das auch einfach gar nicht mehr, das ist so krass. Das ist einfach das Beste, was es gibt. Und dann auch noch zu einem Preis, der eigentlich, wo ich sagen muss, echt viel zu billig ist, ne? Ja, jetzt hau mal ab mit deinem Mobile da, juckt keinen, Mann. Dann holst du das Neue, wenn ihr hier 600 € gespendet habt.
A lot of it comes down to tuning, and this is why we're supporting synchronous crossplay between iOS and Android platforms exclusively on mobile, and we're avoiding the imbalance that comes with crossplaying between mobile devices and consoles or mobile to PC. This allows our teams to deliver the best possible mobile gameplay experience with a unified feel. And by doing this, we don't need to compromise the tuning for any platform. This ensures a level playing field and more fun for everyone. Now, keeping those controls balanced for all player types, it's super important. So whether you're the hardest,
das sieht so scheiße aus, ne? Aber es ist halt ein Handyspiel so, da kann man auch nichts erwarten, aber Digga, nee, ey. Bei den Handypreisen, wie gesagt, wie gerade, ne? Also, Leute, kauft euch eine Konsole, Digga. Vor allem überlegt mal, eine Xbox Series S, Digga. Das ist so eine geile Konsole, ne? Und die kostet bei Amazon, glaube ich, nur 220 €, 250 €. Und die ist immer verfügbar. Kauft euch die Series S, wenn ihr zu geizig für eine X seid. Eine X kann man bei so auch fast immer kaufen mittlerweile. Das lohnt sich einfach mehr, Alter. 250 €, irgendein Monitor dazu, Digga. Und dann könnt ihr schön zocken, aber auf dem Handy, Junge, Bruder.
Go a little bit of that later on. I think we're actually ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, nameless.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game
is jetzt Multiplayer oder? Ja, Multiplayer. Okay.
Games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy.
Ja, wie er schon spielt. Er schießt einfach so auf Verdacht, Alter.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and brows. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular, yeah, the second we saw like the fly through of this, it just looks gorgeous. It really does.
Oh mein Gott, wie wurde der denn jetzt geholt, ey?
About the visual side of it because they knock it out of the park every year, but
Killcam.
It's just aesthetically pleasing.
Wahrscheinlich.
It's very, very pretty. That is, of course, Dr. Lupo. You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, CoD Next, all of them live on their own channels and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement.
Junge, mach die Cam noch mal rechts aus.
The movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. You know, it's not that slide cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can dive out of a window.
Das erinnert mich irgendwie so ein bisschen an diese eine Black Ops 4 Map. Ich weiß aber nicht mehr, wie die heißt.
I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game like whisper feature.
Shirts, nee, Digga, ich hab keinen Merch, Mann.
As Ninja, talking horrendous.
Vielleicht, wenn ich irgendwann mal 1 Million Abos habe, dann mach ich mal Merch. Vorher nicht.
All very good-natured friends of mine, you know, but I'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea.
I walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, "Good morning, dude. How you been?" He's like, "Hey, man." Not a single word. Ali, not a word.
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate's streaming account. I don't believe that he's here today, but I was getting disrespectful with some people on the map, and I believe that you were in my last game. And the second I killed you, you left.
Haben schon öfter mal welche gesagt und gefragt, aber nee, Digga, also. Ich check auch diese ganzen. Also heute ist ja auch irgendwie gefühlt so, du hast irgendwie 1000 Follower und 3 Zuschauer auf Twitch und hast schon irgendwie einen kompletten Merch-Shop so, ne? Komplett gaga, Alter. Komplett gaga. Kann man nicht einfach mal hier Spaß haben und zocken und Livestream und Videos machen, ohne sich zu fühlen, als wäre man irgendwie, keine Ahnung, Alter. Apache 2.0 oder was weiß ich wer, Alter. Und direkt irgendeinen Merch-Shop aufmachen, Alter. Jo. Als wenn man irgendwie, keine Ahnung, irgend so eine scheiß prominente Person wäre, so, ne? Alter, einfach die Fresse, Digga, und mach dein Content und fertig.
When you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over the
Knockout,
shoulder, like,
fight
camera view,
to
and just have
capture,
this insane
cache,
level of
located
it's like realism, but
in
like
the middle of
it's
the
so
map.
exciting and watching when you
The first
enjoy,
team
like, maybe
take
seeing your teammates play
5
or whatnot.
rounds,
It just looks so
blah,
cool.
blah.
It's a nice new feature here in the game. And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know what this means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet. Yeah. No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Seaside hat einer geschrieben gerade. Ich google das mal.
Let's see if Jack can actually step it up this time. No, not gonna happen.
Kann
Just
sein, dass
getting
du recht
destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful.
Black Ops 4.
Oh, was that too hard? He's my.
No.
Okay.
He's doing the classic. He's going to his settings. He's doing the classic.
It was something else. It wasn't.
Oh, my sensitivity or something?
Yes, Digga, yes.
Whoever he's spectating is using my favorite.
Genau das ist die Map, die ich meinte, Digga.
What do you think, by the way, just about the
Genau das ist die Map, die ich meinte. Exakt das. Das war auch eine meiner Lieblingsmaps in dem Game. Ich zeige euch das gleich, warte. Das war meine Lieblingsmap. Das ist Seaside in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So. Kennt man ja, ne? Genau so sieht das da aus irgendwie, was die gerade gespielt haben.
That was nearly gross.
One of the the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty world.
One of the maybe the,
if not the.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it that way.
Like the all-time great.
Yeah, he's the greatest. But there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point of Ali about Gunsmith, I mean, it's at this point in time obviously it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard.
Junge, wie schnell laufen die denn da, Alter? Es sieht manchmal so aus, als würden die so einen richtigen Boost kriegen, wenn die da rennen.
Just make some crazy different loadouts. You know some of these guys, J-God's gonna have so much fun with that.
9.5 hour long attachment video from J-God.
Oh God, you know he's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and like the layout. Is the rooftops, like the new ledge where you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That's a new thing that you can add into this game. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump
Ich
further
finde es schade, dass man jetzt sein Audio nicht hört, ne, von dem, der da gerade spielt. Man hört weder seine Stimme noch sein Gameplay.
You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map if there's tall buildings. You can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pomage now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pomage too. Like I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking in and rational to people.
Lennart, machst du noch Dings mit Forza oder nicht?
He's like, I'm going hard. I can just hear like the competitiveness in him. He's going hard.
And this is this knockout game is
Kann man nicht anders unterstützen. Bruder, du kannst einfach zugucken und fertig. Ne? Yo, hat sogar so Razer-Dinger für die Finger, Alter. Guck mal, oben rechts. Ja, moin. Alter, seit wann gibt's denn sowas? Damit du nicht so schwitzt oder was? Also, oder falls du schwitzt, dass du mehr Grip hast. Bruder. Ach du Scheiße.
I have my iPad and I'm loving it. Do I need to get little thumb sleeves?
Nee, Toxic, aber du kannst hier, wenn du willst, kannst du auch einen Sub da lassen, aber es reicht auch, wenn du einfach nur zuguckst. Das ist auch schon Support genug.
There is an army of
I'm looking into that. No, that's actually an issue. It's like it's a little bit slippy, you know?
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and you know, obviously, us coming from the esports side of things.
Keine Ahnung, wie lange das Stream hier geht von COD.
We were talking about this morning. When there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and absolutely fry. So, you know, there are some movement mechanics for you speed demons out there if you want to make some plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about, you know, the way slide works now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think it's
die rennen so schnell, ne? Das sieht so schnell aus, wenn die da losrennen.
It's fast. We get to see some gameplay with it. I've actually been walking around talking to some of the
Nicht immer, aber manchmal
hey guys, try to stop sliding, try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters, show us the dive.
Showed us the slide. Now we're looking for the
Right out the window. Just dive out the window. Send it.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like, they've seen it so much in playtesting, and Nate goes into a window, like, everyone sends it out.
So you think like all the exciting moments you're going to have. Oh, here we go. Butters is going to be sniping there. That's the
Wow,
so we have the
eine Frau mit
Hurricane,
hier.
drone overkill. That's going to be one of the M4 platforms, and the sniper on the other side.
He's
And we
testing
have
the mechanic. Look.
there we go, testing things out, trying to find the sneaky.
Jeder rutscht da rum und macht und tut, ne?
No slide
well, that works
Der
out.
war aber auch lost, der Typ gerade.
She's just like going around, test out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
You know what I'm noticing on this map that I actually like a lot? Not as many doors. Just running through.
Not as many doors, I think in general, is the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far, quite small, very fast-paced. Again, Jeff talking about that, you've got a very distinct feel. So it's like the battle map is very large. Way more intense action. Of course, there's like invasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like, we're here to see people go hard, try to win, be competitive, and
Alter!
I think we're seeing a lot of
Junge, aber der läuft ja richtig, ey.
Snipers are going to be in heaven.
Yeah, I think it's max 2 stories, I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but...
Hit it! Hit it!
Also, look at that little stock.
Did you guys use the sniper yesterday?
Yeah, right?
No, I didn't.
I used it for a whole
cutest little stock I've ever seen.
Subway Surf, was?
I think we were in the same game too.
Moin Julian, moin Dominik.
I can't wait for the sort of like anime skins and stuff like that, my cute little stocks. Of course, we can put skins on individual attachments now when it comes to making some very handsome looking weapons.
Oh, Dylan Price, speaking of handsome.
Oh,
also something we haven't talked about yet is the way that
erstmal wieder die ganzen Maps kennenlernen und so, ne? Boah, das wird ein Krampf, ey. Ich hasse das, wenn ich die Map nicht kenne.
As time goes on, you're gonna have 2 base perks. You can pick whatever you want. As time goes on, you get another perk. As time goes on, you're gonna get an ultimate perk as well. So it's actually it's completely new.
Deswegen ist eigentlich auch die Beta-Zocken immer richtig geil. Also ich sag euch, Black Ops 4 haben wir ja auch die Beta gespielt. Da habe ich auch meinen allerersten 24-Stunden-Livestream gemacht. Der ist aber auch immer noch auf Twitch hier online. Digga, das war einfach das Beste, ne? Das hat so viel Bock gemacht. Vor allem, es kennt sich ja auch niemand aus. Keiner kennt die Map. Alle sind komplett lost. Das hat richtig Bock gemacht. Wenn man erst so ganz spät anfängt, so wie ich mit Cold War, Digga, dann ist halt scheiße, Digga, weil jeder kennt sich aus und ich mich überhaupt nicht. Aber das war geil. Beta macht immer richtig Bock, weil keine Sau kennt sich aus.
Even if it's not like class-based per se, like they want to kind of funnel it with that behind the perks. I think that's pretty dope.
But you can also make your own, so you can create it, pick your own 2 perks, your next one, and your ultimate, so you can, you know, figure out what you want. And it's just nice having like a rewarded game, especially when you're frying, getting that extra perk.
It really does, you know, change when you start off with a base 2.
Yeah.
You unlock one after, you know, a period of time. You get kills, you get points. The game progresses slowly, so no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring games, you're going to get more. And it's just really interesting again. And the perks are almost tiered. And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that, like, yeah, the first 2 perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk is way more sort of impactful. And that final perk, like, kind of like the
macht
super
immer noch
perk.
Spaß, ja, auf jeden
It's not going
Fall.
to turn you into Captain America, but it is going to make you way more effective.
Aber ich habe auch momentan, also ich war da ja jetzt auch nicht mehr drin, ne? Ich habe momentan einfach keine Motivation da reinzugehen, so weil ich genau weiß, es kommt eh bald das neue Call of Duty. Also wozu soll ich da jetzt besser werden, so, ne? Das ist einfach blöd. Auch wenn es eigentlich richtig geil ist und Bock macht. Und du musst halt auch irgendwie, keine Ahnung, irgendwie auch am besten jemanden haben, der mitspielt, so, ne? Mit Shimbo war das letzte Mal richtig nice zu zocken. Ja. Aber immer alleine so ist auch wieder ein bisschen doof dann irgendwann, ne?
And you know, of course, we're talking about like 3 lane.
Aber da gehe ich jetzt eh nicht mehr rein. Ich warte jetzt auf das Spiel hier, nächste Woche Abfahrt, Digga. Dann wird erstmal reingesuchtet. Muss ich mal gucken, wie ich das schaffe mit Videos nebenbei hochladen, aber wird schwierig. Weil wenn das richtig Bock macht hier, Digga, dann werde ich da jeden Tag komplett reinsuchten. Ne? Also da gibt es jeden Tag einen 12-Stunden-Livestream dann.
One of my favorite maps that we are playing right now in the beta testing, and as you can see, everybody is having so much fun on it. I mean, 4 and 5, everybody's doing pretty okay. It's a close game. Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Mason just realized he's on the stream though. He's ready to get nasty. He's going in.
Oh, he's fully loaded. Look at the bottom. He's got all his perks.
He is perked up. Quite literally.
Die Map erinnert mich ein bisschen an Pipeline von früher. Falls das jemand kennt. Pipeline.
Oh, wow. That's what
MW1.
No! That's the Fennec. I was loving that one yesterday.
MW1, glaube ich.
That thing turns
That's an OG weapon.
That turns people into
DLC
super
Map,
close
glaube ich.
range, but Ponyhoff just gave him the bird's nest.
Smoked him.
Nice try, Mason. We still love you.
Hurricane OP. Hurricane.
It's such a different look. Like when we're spectating these players and they're having gunfights, stuff like the way the player animations are, the sound effects, like the game has just been like it's everything we liked about MW19, all the stuff that was already there existing, and they've just been. I mean, it's Salt Bay right on top, just hammering away, sweet seasoning top to bottom, and it was a close game, and now it's done.
He looked very sneaky, and then he was just evaporated.
I gotta say, the bunny hop is back in full force.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the bunny hop is clean. We know Sam LaRue Octane. Gotta give him a shout out. He's gonna be bunny hopping all day.
Well, check, baby.
We got Myth on the screen here. What's he using? M4, I think.
Again, looking at these weapons, you know it's an M4, but the configuration he has.
I was using the bigger
Lauf, Junge, lauf!
double.
Oh, er hat's gerochen, Alter.
I like the extra zoom.
And of course, kill streaks. Cruise missile back. A lot of fan favorites, Clint. I mean, everything you would expect from a Modern Warfare game is there.
We get to see one. That'll connect. Myth able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like, bottom right, you were kind of mentioning like how different the guns will look. The same type of gun is based on the attachments that it has. It's wild.
There's also in-game settings where you can make your gun a little more narrow.
Wie viele Frauen spielen da bitte mit? Hier ist ja schon wieder eine. Hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht, dass so viele Frauen da so, und dass sie auch so gut sind dann, ne? Krass. Dass sich so viele Frauen dafür interessieren hier. Und dann auch aktiv da mitsuchten.
Once campaign hits, I'll spend about 3.5 hours messing with settings and then getting that.
Ich geh mal pinkeln,
I see
Alter.
Courage on a 5-streak, that pop up at the top of the screen. It might have. Courage might be popping off. Oh, well, he just died there, so take it back.
Ooh.
Come on, Swag.
Swag styled.
Hit it.
Swag.
Yeah, this sub looks like it's dominant.
Also, all the sounds and everything when you level up guns. Everything is there. I mean,
I wish everyone could experience just this environment, though. Like, as much as we're enjoying the gameplay and stuff, how cool it's been. Because, like, a lot of these content creators, like, they're friends or they're familiar with each other. They play games online. But, like, it's not often you get them all in one place like this. It has just been a vibe. Seeing everybody going up, some meeting for the first time. Like, I know Iceman and Isaac, we have interacted so many times on social. I've never met him in person, dude. We hugged for a solid 30 seconds. It was beautiful.
And it just shows like how hyped people get for Call of Duty. I was telling you, I was like, I can't believe I still get this amped for Call of Duty after over 10 years.
I don't think many things like bring everybody together like this. It is it's special.
The beta starts tomorrow, in case you've been living under a rock, or if you've just joined the stream.
one of the two.
One of the two. There's no in between. User interface has been completely changed as well. Dead silence available on that lower right-hand side. Just a lot more sort of clean changes. Of course, the menu system, which you might not have seen here on the main COD Next stream, but individual streamers seeing them going through weapon loadout, seeing the operators there. So many cool changes. A lot more of a streamlined experience. It's sexy. That's not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's there, digestible, and that's what you need. It's such a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. It's digestible.
I also quite enjoyed that like it doesn't obscure too much of the in-game.
Yes,
so if I'm hitting pause, I'm checking stuff out, I still have some kind of like situational awareness when I'm in game.
And I will say in terms of balance,
So hart willst, dass der Controller Wasserschaden
this is all
bekommt.
of our, like our first peeks into it,
Definitiv,
but they've looked
Alter.
pretty balanced
Nächste Woche
so
Donnerstag.
far. Like the SMGs have been absolutely disgusting up
Ach,
close, whether the AR gets
Essen
first
war
shot or not. Now long range, the SMGs haven't been ripping as well. The recoil gets insane at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well, regardless of your attachments and what configuration you end up coming with, is fairly much there.
I love that because, I mean, it just feels like sometimes it turns into this one gun that can do everything.
Yeah.
Right? And I think everyone appreciates a little bit of variety. Like an AR
that's
feels like
quite
an AR.
literally what this game is, because you can change your gun up to whatever you want, right? So
well, in a way, yeah. But like, I think to Ali's point, like, there seems to be a little more separation between your SMGs
like I haven't
and your ARs,
seen the do-it-all gun just yet.
No, I mean, we saw Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet, like, I want a broken shotgun. And I'm sure he can make it, but broken, we'll find out what that really means. Of course, as the game
like sawed off.
develops. He wants a saw off that kills people across map, that makes him move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy. 2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean,
we'll see if he can do it.
Wild. I mean, no matter how much work has gone
Ich finde irgendwie schade, dass man jetzt nicht den Spielsound hört von denen, der da zockt, ne?
Find some, weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going to do it.
We've only scratched the surface.
Oh yeah,
we've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are going to do with this gun.
That's just not enough, is it, Miles?
Not enough.
No idea what these guys are going to come up with, but it's going to be crazy.
I need a good sort of 2 to 3 hours to really
look at Chef Tony. This is one of the most famous Italian men in the world. Makes a mean stromboli. We love him.
Aber da wurden auch zum Zocken anscheinend nur irgendwie amerikanische Leute eingeladen, ne? Scheint kein Deutscher dabei zu sein. Zumindest kenne ich da keinen. Oh, gute Nacht, Digga. Danke, dass du noch dabei warst.
Growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen. He's usually very baby faced. Now he's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer. I'm not sure.
He's a handsome.
He really is. He really is.
A tiny little bit of a user interface there. If you hold a circle, whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down it. So that's going to get spicy and fun. Oh, he's up. He's on his feet. He's on his feet.
The gouch.
Oh man. We will be playing all day, friends, all day.
You know what, the iron sights here kind of clean.
Well, I think this is great too for a lot of, I mean, people like, you saw Zenny, you know, you saw Crowder, for those who don't know, you know, they work on the CDL side, you know, they're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content
Also falls sich jemand bei YouTube fragen sollte gerade, oder hier jetzt im Stream, warum das hier manchmal so komisch aussieht, so von der Grafik her, ne? Da kann ich nichts dafür, der Stream von denen hat so eine Scheißqualität hier, ne? Ich kann da nichts dafür.
But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff, and I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there as well.
That's what I was gonna say. I love that.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back. There's, I mean, it's called, I think it's called Air Support now, but it's.
Ich hab das hier volle Pulle gestellt, ne? HD, alles, aber.
Ja. You know what I'm talking about, friends.
There's a Chopper Gunner here as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're gonna be seeing it all.
Yeah, Miles, like if we play against each other.
Sobald die sich irgendwie bewegen, Digga, ist alles unscharf.
I think I'm locked on this desk all day. I would love to play more.
after the stream's over, I think we can play more.
Yeah, I think we once the curtains go down, we're gonna dive on. Can you hear the chain?
Yeah, I thought visualizing your ankles just tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs. Here we go, another cruise.
Ja, moin, er sitzt da mit so einem. Ist das ein Hello Kitty Hut, Alter?
He killed Nick Mertz.
Ja.
See you later, Nick.
So this is the air support we were saying.
Yeah, this is it's kind of like a lightning strike. Yeah.
Nice.
What is that thing?
Alter, was hat er da für eine Pistole, Mann?
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe? But that looks like the.
Digga, wie schnell schießt das Ding?
That boy don't recoil.
What?
Alright, Breadman's already found a winner.
Yeah, Bread's got
Yo!
It does recoil, but it like doesn't.
But he's holding that thing down though.
Yeah,
Alter, wie heißt die Waffe? Die will ich schon mal direkt hier schon mal. Schreibe ich mir schon mal auf, ey. Die will ich haben.
Yeah, cameraman, get in there real close. Show me the hands. Show me the hands. Oh!
Alter.
So we played this map yesterday in the 3P mode. That was a lot of fun.
Museum, yeah, this is a lot of fun. We saw a top down of this on socials recently, but
there we go.
Yeah, give me the hands.
You hear how that sounds? So sad.
Spielen doch alle mit Maus und Tastatur, ne?
You hear that? That better be on my team.
I mean, he is one of the better aimers I've seen, though. Like, a lot of the tournament stuff, when you're talking about mouse and keyboard players, like, he is absolutely nuts with it. So, not surprised to see him finding some wins in the long-range battles, but...
I gotta see his recoil control.
So, what do you guys think about all these maps so far? What's been your guys' favorite, Miles?
Honestly,
yeah, it doesn't look like he's pulling down a whole lot.
Honestly, this is Museum. Nice big central area.
Haptic wurde eingeladen, hat aber abgesagt, weil er die Beta streamen will. Ja, hätte doch trotzdem streamen können. Die Beta ist doch erst morgen.
We played Hardpoint on this map. We played Prisoner Rescue. Courage and I clutched up big time last night.
Hätte ich nie im Leben abgesagt, Digga, wenn ich da dazu eingeladen wäre, das ist doch voll geil, ne? Zumal die Leute, die da sitzen, die streamen doch auch alle, ne? Die sind doch alle live gerade. Hätte ja sogar schon vor der offiziellen Beta dann streamen können, so gesehen.
He's on a 15 streak, by the way. Excuse me. He was frying. He's literally annihilating the lobby. Yeah, let's stick with him. He's on 15 in a row. Another cruise coming in. Bang!
This is the Elgato replay of how this all started.
Oh, he gets two again. Just ripping them.
It's the same two people. No, sorry, this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, is it? I was about to say.
Yeah,
he was on 15 in a row. I thought he got another one. I thought he wrapped. Oh, dude, I basically just pulled a second.
Digga, der steht 1 Kilometer weit weg und hält voll drauf mit der MP. Die schießt so schnell. Die hat gar keinen Rückstoß, Mann. Der ist einfach direkt tot. Auf so einer Reichweite.
It might be his stream, but either way, it's his stream. That boy is ripping.
Also die MP muss ich auf jeden Fall haben, was er gerade hatte.
Kind of cool to see there on the bottom side of the screen for a moment there how the perk system works. He's already at his second tier of perks, which I think was Spotter. 19 kills. Let's go, Breadman. And of course, he's working his way towards that final perk here in this hardpoint.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
Manticore, moin moin. Vielen Dank, Digga, für deinen Sub hier. Hast du Off-Stream mal gemacht?
He's farming.
Yeah, he's literally farming.
Somebody killed Breadman.
Oh, hier Manticore, falls du noch nicht im Discord bist, ne? Komm mal rein. Und wenn du im Discord drin bist, dann musst du noch deinen Discord-Account mit Twitch verbinden, damit du da auch als Subscriber angezeigt wirst.
And you can see it, so that's for more of the hardcore players. Players are going out there and they're like jiggle peeking your hips and your head.
Yeah, like everything's going.
So it's a little bit different when you play the 3P mode. You get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later today.
Just like the physics of the character.
Aber guck mal, keiner spielt hier Third Person oder so, hat noch keiner getestet, ne?
You got to be a little careful. I mean, everyone's like Shakira out there throwing the hips around. You got to be very. I mean, it's the animation.
I've been compared to Shakira, yeah.
I don't doubt that, but you got to look how smooth the animations can be, and it's been so much fun so far. Oh, is this what it looks like to be on the other side of the Breadman?
Yeah, that's what I was actually wondering.
Wait. We're going to get up there and kick his ass.
Oh!
I think that was Breadman.
That was Breadman.
Yep, I believe
that was Breadman.
He's got 25 kills.
He's got that thing locked down.
Squid, get up there and get him. Just go back in there.
I mean, this is going on the timeline for sure. Redman's got clips for days.
I mean, Destroyer's calling the streaks to the SAE above.
What have we got here?
We got a sniper.
Imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns, and Breadman's just up top.
Yeah, no, he just looked dialed in.
Das wäre schon krank, weil da spielen ja gar keine Lappen mit, ne? Das sind ja alles so gefühlt alles so E-Sport-Profis hier.
Quick enough there. Two posted up on the bridge, just shutting them down. But
so he has the pistol on Miles. Remember we were playing with it? We turned into a fully auto sub yesterday.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
But yeah, so of course, Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2.0. Yeah. You can turn your sidearm into something pretty mean, and then of course the ledge hang mechanic. I'm hanging on ledge. Clint, you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too. If Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah, baby. It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just I mean, it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at Final Legends and see where players are. Yeah.
Ich kann nicht verstehen, warum man nicht dahin geht, wenn man schon eingeladen wird, weißt du? Ich habe keine Ahnung, wo das da gerade ist, ne? Irgendwo in Amerika bestimmt, ne? Aber ist doch scheißegal. Die bezahlen dir doch alles. Die bezahlen dir den Flug, Hotel, Verpflegung wahrscheinlich, also im Hotel Essen oder was, keine Ahnung. Rückflug, die bezahlen dir doch alles, Digga. Und du kannst sogar einen Tag vorher spielen, Digga. Ich wär instant dahin gegangen. Direkt. Gar keine Frage.
I was wondering how many people we had here internationally. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as
Kommt mal wenigstens mal aus der Bude raus, ey.
Try some of the different weapons. Breadman's kind of been annihilated in the lobby, but there we go. Another shot gonna hit. Bang.
I'm already really liking the sounds of these guns. I'm liking the way the crosshairs look. Like this is something I cannot wait to get. Oh, hello.
Breadman just got a 3-piece, and then Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was
also vorausgesetzt, man kriegt dann auch noch so ein bisschen, keine Ahnung, 5.000 € Taschengeld oder so, ne? Dann kann man das machen.
What's that field upgrade he has there? I can't tell from
that could be the portable radar.
5.000 Bar auf die Kralle, so ein bisschen Taschengeld da zum Rumlaufen in Los Angeles anscheinend.
The radius isn't obviously great, but hey man, in a pinch, I'll take it.
Dude, look where that bullet hit. Just hit like right on the panel of the window, so the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot.
It
got
feels,
a couple collabs.
It feels.
Oh, wait, somebody saved him.
Oh my god.
It was Breadman.
Oh my god.
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac. All right, get us out of there. Over the crowd.
Here's the Fennec. You run so quick with this thing.
I mean, look how different this POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're moving.
You're going.
That.
Oh,
wow.
Doesn't matter though. Okay, Sean J.
Sean fries him. Again, this is that sort of idea of like the different, maybe not play styles, but kind of like player attributes here, what you're going for. You know, Crowder is obviously, he's way more aggressive, you know. He might be hitting flank soon, but the way he's kicked himself out.
Whoa.
He's in the mix.
I think something that you could learn a lot, that all these creators are going to learn very quickly, is there a lot more paths on the map than you know about. Like, on this one specifically, behind Crowder, there's an underground passageway where one of the flags are, and like, I didn't even know you could go down there. Like, I had to wrap the entire building before I figured out how to get underground. So there's a lot more angles and a lot more passageways than I think a lot of these creators are expecting, and that's why we're going to see possibly a lot more assassinations, possibly a lot more credit corners, and people just popping out of literally nowhere.
Crowder is locked in.
Also der eine Typ hat bis jetzt am besten gespielt, der mit dem Hello Kitty Hut, ey. Die spielen alle krank, aber der war irgendwie noch mal ein bisschen krasser.
Going out, getting peaks, range combat. It's a lot of fun to use this one, man. I was using it in the majority of the games.
I mean, they're not doing a great job in-game. They've got the lead for now, but again, classic Dom. Capture the flags. UAVs and all sorts, kill streaks coming up. No one's, I don't think anyone's going too crazy with any of the kill streaks.
Warum rennen die so schnell, Digga? Irgendwie so schneller als sonst immer.
Again, classic from MW19. Yep. I wonder if we're going to see any more today.
Komisch.
Ooh, you saw that?
Yeah.
I can imagine. I mean, this is the chance to test every run through, try different weapons. I mean, as much as I say that, we know how a lot of these people are. They're going for crazy clips. They want to drop bombs. They want to have high kill games. So some are going to find stuff they like, little combination they feel comfortable with, and they're going to send it. But Crowder, yeah, he's in the mix right now. Movement, I mean, he seems pretty comfortable so far. Just the little hop chows.
Yeah, the bunny hop
freebies.
Wenn ja, das will ich auf jeden Fall auch so haben.
Das ist geil. He's loving this class setup. He switched it up from last time.
So one of the big things, I mean, before the show started, I walked around and talked to as many of the streamers as I possibly could, and I was just like, you know, you've had a tiny bit of time with the game. How you feeling about this? And almost every single one of them said, I'm really struggling not to slide everywhere. They've been so used to doing that.
Get used to it.
From MW19 all the way through to Warzone when, you know, we're on Caldera. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I can say that just from all the Warzone I've played, like, it's gonna take like my hand, just the muscle memory of it. Like I'm just so, I've been slide canceling now for years.
Also der Typ, ne, der bewegt sich zwar, aber Digga, irgendwie ist das trotzdem ein kleiner Camper, ne? Weil der hockt immer in den gleichen Raum da rum irgendwie. Der geht ja da beim Kreis, wieder zurück und so. Ich kann einfach nicht so spielen, Digga. Wenn ich Call of Duty spiele, ich renne komplett querbeet durch die Map durch. Oder ich mache den Ultra-Hardcore-Camper mit der Sniper. Okay, kann auch sein, aber am liebsten rush ich da komplett durch. Und nicht nur auf 50 Quadratmetern, sondern auf der kompletten Map.
Okay, that sounds sick though. Honestly, if the devs are listening, let's think
about that. Ja, hab ich zwar öfter, aber macht mehr Bock.
A bayonet dive kill.
Oh my god, I want that immediately.
I'm thinking like, you know, I've got this idea of like, you know, Yondu from Guys. He's got a big fin on his head.
Yes,
but make that a blade.
Absolutely.
Isaac. Oh, quick swat again. That is his sidearm. That's his pistol. Again, the range on that bad boy is going to do
Er spielt nur die Sniper, ne? Er spielt nur Sniper.
Sniper's just so satisfying.
Aber ich habe noch keine krassen Sniper-Moves gesehen von dem.
It's amazing.
It feels like there's no drag in the sniper. When you were using an ant, did you have to lead your shot at all, or was it a direct hit?
It felt like animation, like I had to lead my shot a little bit, but that could just be me.
Ah, ja.
And I was trying to shoot across the map. That's but you can get some feeds, man. Like I got a couple collabs with this gun. It's super powerful.
Sniping is back, friends.
Not to dub.
Snipe's still fast and fun. Again.
64!
What?
Also das war jetzt die Map hier, Valderas Museum.
Destroy's up there frying. He's got double the score of everybody in the lobby. All right, all right.
Look at this.
Alter, der ging ab,
through
Mann.
the door with a pistol. A lot of windows on that map as well. A lot of glass above those door frames. I found on, you know, keeping the teasers at it, but like opening breaks and stuff. A lot of sweet nade spots already. Yeah.
Eine da oben, Alter, 64 Kills.
A little peek at the menu here now as well, of course, while Isaac gets ready to get into his next game. So much in Modern Warfare 2. We're almost actually ready to keep the show running. Jess, you're down there with Zuma. Tell us how Tommy's doing.
Miles, that's right, I am right here with Zuma, Tommy Properato himself. So, I mean, you have now had your first taste of Modern Warfare 2.
They're rewarded as you play. You really like how they proc at the end,
yeah. I mean, an announcer comes up, tells you what perk you got, and it kind of re-engages you with what's available, right? And they're earned through time and score, so eventually you'll get them, and you're not gonna. It doesn't reset on death. It allowed us to kind of like create a couple more powerful perks and put them at the end because you're not going to have them the whole match. And there's some interesting depth there where you can say, okay, UAVs are really powerful early match. Like there's different things you can do where you're kind of like, if you're one of those players who really wants to noodle, you're like, okay, I know these aren't in play yet.
Well, I guess, listen, it's very different, but I'm also a big like RPG guy, so I like the process of like unlocking things and earning things. It's just like at the core of who I am. So I dig that, just like the progression over the course of one single map. I think is very cool.
Yeah, it just feels good. It feels good. It feels good to be reminded what you have.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, and I guess we didn't touch on actually is the packages, right? From like we're talking a lot about the theory crafting of but we actually have these defined packages. So early on, you just say, you know, I want this playstyle. I just grab this package and go. And then later on, when you're like, okay, I like that, but I want to noodle a little bit, you can hop in and create your own packages.
You know, that kind of, it really, people can see that through the default loadouts. And we've packaged in, based on those kind of player behaviors we were talking about earlier, we've usually shipped 6 or 5 default loadouts, but we have 6 with this one.
Okay.
We found 2 for each behavior. And so those perk packages are already in there. And it's something different in this game. We actually allow you to attach a field upgrade within that, within each loadout. And so it's a little bit more micromanagey, but it felt to us that you're kind of more creating your class and your character for, you know, in that. So people in the beta should really try out those default loadouts because we put a lot of time into how those play.
Well, I'm curious in like playtesting, did you see like a, I'm sure everyone has a way they view themselves as a player. Like maybe you want to start as more of like a sentinel type. Did you see like as people got more comfortable with the game, like an evolution towards maybe a faster pace, or what did you notice when playtesting these different types of things?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall most of our players are rushers.
Yeah,
but,
you're not wrong.
Depends on the circles you run, but you know, there are these other players, and we wanted to just make sure that, you know, we're supporting all of them. And so, you know, some of the field upgrades can be more sentinel and trying to hold down positions. But that's why we added in the DDoS, like we said, to kind of just say, I've had enough. I want to pause all this stuff and make it go away.
Junge, das ist ja schon wieder die Map, Alter. Haben die nur 2 Maps oder was zum Testen noch? Ist Tural, mein Moin.
Now we talk about the Russian players, right? But we also want to talk
Mag's
about
auch nicht. Das ist wirklich, also nee, ey. So, es ist so getrocknetes, komisches Fleisch, Alter. Das ist so widerlich. Das kannst du deinem Hund so als Leckerli geben, aber das kannst du auch nicht selber essen. Das stinkt wie aus der Hölle, Alter. Jetzt Tural, willkommen im ersten Monat, Digga, danke, Mann. Auch für dich hier, ne? Rein in Discord und falls du schon drin bist, einmal Discord-Account mit Twitch verknüpfen, damit du da auch als Subscriber angezeigt wirst. Danke für den Sub, Mann. Guck mal, 119 Subs gerade, im Discord sind 50 oder so, sogar weniger noch. Also da muss ja auch mal wirklich jetzt jeder Sub da im Discord reingehen und seinen Account, auch der Strummler, seinen Discord-Account mit Twitch koppeln. Wer nicht weiß, wie es geht, steht auch im Discord.
Ledge hang is one of those tweaks. And those will change how people move through a space, right? You won't throw yourself over a wall, you'll peek that wall first.
Geldkarotte.
I love the ledge hangs because, you know, just testing out yesterday, being able to kind of ledge hang and really use it as intel as well. I think when it comes to multiplayer and competitive side, that's kind of where I'm at here.
Oder jeder, der im Discord ist, genau. Jetzt zappen, dann kann ich nämlich doch noch dieses Jahr im Urlaub fliegen. Das ist auch eine Idee.
And exciting that the fact that you can get your secondary weapon out and start to put a bit of damage in and help out there. So in terms of ledge hang, where did that come from?
Alter, was leckt denn da jetzt? Es ist das. Alter. Alles drin. Bist schon im Discord drin, gekoppelt auch schon. Also wirst du als Sub da angezeigt. Sehr gut. Sehr gut. Es sind so viele Subs eigentlich, aber im Discord sind nur weniger als die Hälfte. Das ist irgendwie sehr schade. Verstehe ich auch nicht, wie das funktioniert, Digga. Da sind 15.000 Leute drin, aber die Subs sind nicht da, so verstehe ich nicht. Das ist einer der größten Discords in Deutschland, Digga, und da sind noch nicht mal meine Subs drin. Das kann nicht wahr sein. Das ist eine andere Map jetzt, ne?
They otherwise couldn't. But like I said before, you kind of commit, and now you're like throw yourself
over a wall and Spritze gibt's auch. Ah nee, das ist Wiederbelebung. Ah, okay.
Definitely like get up, you can peek, or you can just double tap it and pull yourself over if you're in a hurry.
Aber wahrscheinlich wird es die Spritze auch noch geben, ne?
that extra layer of like I can be a little bit smarter about how I move through the space.
That's a good note that you know, we make all of the equipment, all of the movement, and all of these things for scalability, and we have to kind of check ourselves that
Was spielen die denn da jetzt für einen Modus? Jetzt war ich gerade nicht da.
It's like metaverse of like there's so
it's a big kind of, like I was saying earlier, right?
It's
like
not hard, man, I'm sure.
It's like, how do you add different things in and make sure it all stays in check and not mess up this ecosystem?
Well, it feels like, I guess for me when I view it, well, what has been the one thing, at least for me, that really separates Call of Duty from a lot of other shooters? It's like, it does feel so fluid, but like there's a limit to that too. You don't need to be an amoeba, like it's just like floating through the map. Like you want to be some realism to it, but like how can you add that realism and the ability to, I mean, think about, I don't know, 10 years ago, what you were able to do.
Das ist, glaube ich, wieder die Map, die so ein bisschen aussieht wie Seaside hier bei Black Ops 4.
We had to argue to get sprinting into, I think it was COD 4.
I'm sure.
We didn't have that. And
Aber
so,
was spielen die da für einen Modus hier gerade? Weil du kannst ja dein Team da anscheinend wiederbeleben.
Yeah, it's been pretty special, and something else that's a bit special as well is the fact that we have all these content creators behind us. We have an Elgato replay for you guys. It's actually Myth here on Prison Rescue. Just gonna check this one out and see exactly what went down here. And Prison Rescue is gonna be a really exciting one, of course, because you have to get that objective done. You need to go rescue the prisoner, and carrying them out is gonna be huge because that icon does disappear. You know, how did it work with this prisoner, being able to put them in the game, knowing that somebody's gonna have to run this prisoner back and extract them, and having that defense to be set up later on and completely and utterly change the game, go to that defensive mode? What was the kind of makings behind that?
So it was actually kind of a hard mode to make, and we went through all these different iterations.
Boah, das wird so ein langes YouTube-Video, Alter, da muss ich auf jeden Fall Kapitel reinmachen, ne?
But people, they weren't able to, right? We're like, hey, do this heroic thing, and rounds just kept ending in elimination because it was so hard.
Das mit den Kapiteln mache ich eventuell jetzt auch mal in Zukunft dann bei dem Vorschau-Gedöns hier bei der Liste. Da kann man direkt dahin springen, wo man was sehen möchte.
We tried with one prisoner, we tried with two right next to each other, we tried all these different iterations, and it took a while before everything kind of clicked. And often when you're making game modes, you don't really know.
Schon wieder eine Frau, Alter. Wie viele Frauen sind dabei?
But this one took a lot of work,
Nie im Leben
a lot
wieder.
of finessing. And then we finally got it to where there is this balance, and we're seeing more hero moments. And that replay we saw, he actually, I think of that one, but while we were talking earlier, I saw him actually pick up the prisoner and take it all the way to extract and have that run, and that's what we wanted, that hero run.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about like how crazy it's gotten. Like I don't envy you guys at all. I mean, I do. You have great jobs, but like the fact that you have to think about like everything within this sandbox, like from when you're trying to make a new mode, like how is some new movement or anything going to affect Warzone? How's it going to affect Ground War? Basically, like,
I think at every game you have that moment at the end of the previous one. You're like, okay, how do we squeeze more blood from this stone?
Yeah, right.
And it's like, but then you start iterating and trying different things, and you do kind of like, all of a sudden it's ballooned.
Es sah einfach gerade aus wie mal 1,5 oder 1,25 vorgespult, ne? Die guck mal da, der läuft so schnell.
I think when you talk about Call of Duty, when you listen to feedback from players and different generations, they always talk about that nostalgic feeling that they get when they get on the game. What is it about Modern Warfare 2 this time around, this title in particular, do you think that is going to bring generations back years to come and say, look, Modern Warfare 2, was my game, and this is why I want to play it year in, year out?
Yeah, you know, nostalgia is a weird thing, and I know from working on past games and people speaking so highly of these different things, and it's kind of where you're at in your world and your friends and things like that. And so for us, we can't really control that, but we try to lay out kind of, I don't know, for the lack of a better term, like you're kind of laying out a nice meal and you're hoping that everyone enjoys it. And from all the systemic play with all of our equipment and all these different interactive systems, we're just hoping that fans find new and crazy ways to play the game. I don't know, what about you?
You just want it to be fun. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Because nostalgia, you gotta probably tune some of it out. Like some stuff, that's tough.
You don't know what's going to become nostalgic, right? You don't know. And I think one of our strengths is that I run into people all the time, and they're like,
einfach richtig Bock, wenn man das Ganze halt sieht, ne? Die spielen auch so nice, ne? Nicht so die ganze Zeit dieses Rumgeschimmel, und was bei Cold War richtig eklig war am Ende, Alter. Die haben sich einfach geduckt und sind dann geduckt über die ganze Map gelaufen, Alter. Das haben so viele gemacht. Ich würde locker sagen 60-70%. Maximal Kernbehinderte.
And then years to come, they're like, I remember that.
Macht richtig Bock, das so zu gucken auch, weil die so schön spielen. So muss das sein. Ja, die Waffe Level 6 schon, Alter, ich kacke.
We're seeing it for the first time. There's so many questions that we have as well. I want to know what some of the challenges have been for you guys to develop this game, to really get it to the point that it is now, where you are comfortable to show it to the world and reveal it. You know, what some of the hardships been along the way.
Aber niemand macht Third Person. Das hat auch keiner gemacht. Ich würde das ja mal gerne sehen, ne?
You know, you're looking at people's art and work that, you know, people in their home spaces is their living room. I work out of a shed in my backyard. There's people in their mom's basement.
I bet it's a cool shed though.
Annie 73, danke Mann. Willkommen zurück im Dritten. Moin Moin, das geht.
Through, you know, millions of Zoom meetings and millions of kind of
no message. Wie es hat no message auf abgehoben.
Studios, not just ours, you know, all these different Activision studios to kind of keep on point and make sure that everything is, you know, good and great. It's been tricky.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's a great segue to, like, we have a really talented team, and we're up here representing that team, whether it's the multiplayer team, the engineering team, the animation team, our team, and they're all specialists in what they do, the fidelity on our view model animations, the guns, everything, the art and the maps, the design. Our geo designers.
Also wenn die jetzt noch ein bisschen länger die Map zeigen, Digga, dann kann ich die auf jeden Fall auch schon mal bald auswendig. Da bin ich schon mal vorbereitet für die Beta. Aber was richtig scheiße ist, ne, dass die PlayStation-Leute jetzt schon die ganze Beta suchen können, eine Woche lang, ne? Und dann kommst du mit der Xbox erst nächste Woche rein. Und dann wegen Crossplay ist es ja gar nicht mehr so geil dann, weil die PlayStation-Leute schon eine Woche die ganzen Maps auswendig gelernt haben.
Precedent, like everyone just kind of isolate a little bit more. I just wonder if there's any like creative advantages there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were worried that kind of like productivity would go down by living at home, but
Alter, nee,
we just found everyone was so passionate about, you know, making this game that they could either play a game or their PCs sitting there and they could make the game better. And they were, you know, consistently working way too much. And we're like, hey, calm down. We're good. Let's get, you know. So I think that is a little bit of the fun.
What I heard in some cases, like productivity actually like went up, which people didn't expect, and like now people are downscaling offices. So I was kind of curious if you just had like a lot of, I don't know, superstars kind of show up and pop out some really amazing stuff.
Yeah, it's tricky because, you know, we've just now been coming back in and getting kind of that kind of community in the office, and that has been a great way of kind of solidifying the game and getting people back in and feeling the, you don't get the big hoots and hollers when you're at home.
Ach, ist das, wo die Geldtasche in der Mitte ist, oder was? Er lief einfach, was ist das denn?
Yeah, you get that feedback loop of like, I made good stuff and someone's happy. Yeah.
Look, drawing back the curtain a little bit, because when I think of how to handle.
Aha, er hat erstmal Dings ausgeschaltet, Knockout. Er geht so rein, denkt so, nee, Digga, verpiss dich. Scheißmodus. Digga, wenn man auf so ein geiles Call of Duty Event eingeladen ist, dann wird mir nicht im Traum einfallen, mein Handy oder ein Handy da auszupacken und dann die Scheiße zu testen. Ne? Aber vielleicht müssen die das ja auch machen, kein Plan, was die Aufgabe da ist.
If we can get that to come and play out in a lot of different ways, we can make a really deeply replayable game, which should, you know, make everyone really happy at the end of the day.
Nah, it seems like everyone's having a blast so far. I mean, this in general, it's got to be pretty special to see just this many content creators here, gas up, enjoying the game.
I mean, it's been
das ist schon wieder die eine Map, ne, oder?
Thank you so much for being here, giving us all the insights, letting us know down all the questions that we're dying to know.
Ja, 3 Maps. Wir sehen immer 3 Maps. Immer 3 Maps
irgendwie. More about CoD Mobile. We've got Beef Mummy and Matt Lewis over there. Let's take it over to them and see what they have in store.
You need
Gaming
to buy out,
finger
go
sleeve.
and find a way to buy your fallen teammates, because we've already talked about it before, or maybe even meet them in the Gulag later on. I'm really hoping to see a Gulag feature over here. I want to see it.
Me too, and looking at the mini-map here, there were just quite a few
ordentlicher Kilopreis auf jeden Fall.
We're going to see the Gulag pretty soon.
Ja, guck mal, ich hab den das glaube ich schon ganz cool gemacht, so da, ne? Aber man sieht ja zum Beispiel bei dem Typ da unten links, er benutzt ja 4 Finger zum Zocken, ne? Also seine beiden Daumen und die beiden Zeigefinger. Die Daumen zur Bewegung und Umsehen und die Zeigefinger für die Aktion, die man da oben machen kann. Keine Ahnung, nachladen, hinlegen, rutschen, springen. Ja, das wär mir viel zu krampfig, ne? Ich würde mir direkt, wenn es überhaupt sein muss, dann würde ich mir diesen Controller von Razer kaufen oder so, ne? Dann ist das ja viel geiler, aber so ist das voll Müll. Ausrufezeichen Auto, Maxi.
Also curious to hear how this interaction here ends. I want to go back to one thing you were saying earlier with the loadouts. One of the things for me that I just absolutely love about Warzone is being able to have this little in-game economy and the strategic choices that happen as a result. Sometimes
Netzteil sieht man nicht. Bei mir würde man das sehen. Das könnte dann oben so rausleuchten.
There's a really nice element of strategic choice, and it's ones that we know players in Warzone 1.0 on console and PC they just absolutely loved. And you know, in mobile there's really nothing quite like it. So
ja.
just can't wait.
Ich würde ja eigentlich jetzt rausgehen hier und mal zocken, aber die haben ja noch kein Gameplay zu Warzone 2.0 gezeigt, ne? Und ich habe jetzt keinen Bock, dass ich jetzt gleich rausgehe und dann haben wir das am Ende dann doch noch gezeigt. Ich will das auf jeden Fall sehen, weil das sah übelst geil aus. Da spielt auch jeder mit diesen Sleeves hier, ne? Der hat jetzt andere, aber keiner mit Controller irgendwie. Aber das ist auch wahrscheinlich gar nicht deren Handy, ne, sondern irgendein gestelltes da.
No connective tissue to Call of Duty console or PC. Then on the other end of the spectrum, we could do an exact port, something that felt exactly the same, had, you know, same experience, same economy, same everything else. What we decided in the end was, you know, there are different principles that we want to achieve. We want to make sure on the core game, so here, the moment-to-moment gameplay, it feels just as good as Call of Duty console, because really, for us,
überleg mal, was das für ein Krampf ist, ne? Mit den Daumen hier zur Bewegung und dann noch irgendwie nebenbei mit den Zeigefingern da. Alter, da würde mich mir die Finger brechen, ne? Musst du mit Controller machen. Aber ich glaube auch, wenn du mit Controller spielst, Digga, dann bist du einfach der Beste immer, weil die Leute alle so spielen, ne? Und das ist übelst der Krampf.
Noah from YouTube getting these kills already, and it's our first time seeing him right now. So, again, where he's at it's going to be a prime spot because it's not going to be too.
Ja, generell Shooter auf Mobile Müll, ja, aber.
Get really good loot. So that is definitely one thing that you want to have. And now for him, for him exploiting all of these, I can see the movement is very much like Warzone. I feel like for me that was one of the bigger questions. It's like, what's the movement going to be like? And you can see here. It's good. He's done. He's already kind of felt the game.
Warum schreiben die da alle Ausrufezeichen Drop in den Chat, Mann?
And so, how was it like trying to transform into the movement coming in from Warzone, going in here to Warzone Mobile?
That's a great point. We thought movement.
Titus im 28. Digga, willkommen zurück. Moin, moin. Titus ist schon im Discord, ne? Hab ich glaube ich schon gesehen mal. So war nicht 100% sicher. Ich glaube ja. Danke mal, willkommen zurück. 28. Gucken gerade hier noch den Showcase. Ich hoffe, dass gleich Warzone 2 kommt. Wenn nicht, dann gehe ich wieder raus.
Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, and it has been really fun, really exciting to see all the streamers playing the game, and we still have way more lined up for you. But with that being said, let's bring in Xavier for a special sideline update.
Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass das so lange geht, ne, ohne Scheiß. Ja, perfekt, man hört ihn einfach nicht. Geil. Endlich mal Ruhe hier.
Inside, how hyped up he is, like, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is. I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's in one room here for one
person?
reason. It's to play and be excited about the new game, man. You can hear it, like the passion in here. Everybody's loving it, all the new game
Oh
modes.
mein Gott, Digga. Wenn ihr so auch noch so rumspringt, das sieht ja übelst aus wie Fortnite, ey.
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing. And
Yeah,
yesterday, just being able to play, seeing your own back as well has been a while, of course. I gotta say, it felt pretty damn good. And when you got used to it as well, Ali, like,
yeah,
start frying, and I know you fry.
I was having an incredible time yesterday. I was on other streamers' setups,
Der
so
Raum
I
hier hat
made
eine
sure
eigene
to change my
Klimazone,
clan
deswegen ist
tag
das
to
so warm hier.
CXT, so everybody knew who was absolutely world starring them on the map. But I will say, the energy in here compared to like a competitive event is just, it's intense in a totally different way. It's intense in the fact that everybody is just
Guck mal,
so excited and
wenn die sich jetzt da so an die Wand etwas näher dran gestellt hätte, so, ne, nach rechts, dann hätte die doch jetzt in Third Person genau durch diesen Tunnel da gucken können, oder nicht? Also ohne, dass der Gegner dich sehen kann, kannst du in Third Person doch schon die ganze Zeit gucken. Und jetzt hier auch. Hier auch gerade, wo die da so hochgegangen ist. Die konnte schon drüber gucken, aber ihr Kopf war ja noch gar nicht drüber, ne? So wie man das gesehen hat. Das ist doch voll die unfaire Scheiße, Alter. Jetzt auch zum Beispiel. Guck mal, die kann ja jetzt auch wieder links vorbeigucken, obwohl die... Na guck, er kann es gar nicht sehen. Er kann es gar nicht sehen. Weil die ja genau dahinter steht und durch Third Person kann die dran vorbeigucken. Also wenn das in jedem Modus immer möglich ist, das einzuschalten, dann ist das einfach scheiße, Alter. Das ist doch Müll.
Yeah, and you can also
looks really seamless, like you said.
You can also kind of see how your character moves. Remember what we were talking about earlier, Ali, where it was like the character, the movement, like it feels different. It's reimagined. Like when you're jiggle peeking, you can see the hips, the head move, everything.
Yeah.
You can really see that in the 3P. That's what you know. When I had that realization, I was playing that earlier. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to play these angles a bit differently. And you know, if you're a little bit more of a tactical player, like to get that information, this is.
Also da müssen die einen Modus machen, wo du vorher sagst, willst du First Person oder Third Person spielen? Dann wählst du was davon aus und dann kannst du ganz normal Call of Duty auswählen, was du immer auswählen kannst. Aber wenn das jeder so machen kann, wie er gerade lustig ist, in jedem Spiel, ist das doch scheiße. Ich sehe das schon, wie ich da geholt werde in COD, Alter. Ich werde einfach geholt, ohne dass er mich eigentlich sehen kann. Das ist safe, Alter. Safe.
Is like one thing I'll struggle with sometimes. Like you get this really cool operator or something, right? Like a battle pass comes out, like this really dope operator, and you don't really get to see him that much. Right? It's more about like your gun when you're in the first person.
Yeah.
But with this, like if you get something dope or some of the different emotes you can do, like.
You
are showing off.
You get to see what you look like. I think, going back to quickly your point there, Ali, about getting used to kind of the zoom in then into the ADS as well. It does take a second to get used to, for sure. How would you handle that though? Because I think, you know, traditional Call of Duty games, you know, straight up first person, you know, you can snap really quickly, right? Your ADS, you can put perks on to make sure that ADS is as fast as possible. This takes a little
Guck jetzt, er steht hinter der Wand, er kann aber rechts dran vorbeigucken. Das heißt, wenn er unten einer langläuft, der denkt sich, okay, da oben ist keiner, laufe ich weiter. Und der da oben, der sieht den aber, weil er dran vorbeigucken kann. Dann geht er kurz zur Seite, schießt den ab. Das ist doch scheiße.
Talking about getting used to it, I was pre-aiming quite a bit, but as you got used to it, the hip fire on a lot of these weapons is actually incredibly accurate. So if anything, you're going to find yourself hip firing a lot more than ADSing when you're playing this game mode. Again,
was auch irgendwie komisch ist, wenn du dann zielst, dann bist du wieder in der First Person so,
Your centering is incredible.
I'm not gonna lie, I've played tournaments 3P on Call of Duty. We had it back in the day. Like I've grinded 3P Call of Duty. It's actually a lot of fun. We used to have search and destroy tournaments all the time. I think these guys are having a lot of fun with it. I mean, you can see, like, it's a completely different play style.
Where did you come from? Hitch is surprised.
Yeah, he's not happy with that for sure. But it's absolutely incredible. And another thing, you get a different kind of FOV feel for the map as well.
Yeah.
Das ist doch auch schon wieder die eine Map, die wir schon gesehen haben, ne?
I'm kind of curious to see what things that like.
Haben die nur 3 Maps oder was?
Third person and how that kind of works as well.
Like they put in so much work into the game. Like IW, I see you. You want us to see everything.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what 3P is for. Like Clint, that's a really good point. Like with your operator, like I want to see that swag.
Well, I miss, like, it was a simple thing, but back in Blackout, like the first iteration of the VR, you had like these emotes that you could do, like a hula hoop or something that would go out to third person. And I kind of missed that going forward because I like to see, if I get this really cool operator, I want to see it more. But like to your point, seeing the character animations and stuff, like they just look godlike. Like it does look so good.
Looks so good.
And not to mention the sneak peeks that we've got from like the vault and from what operators are going to be coming off of beta. Like they look incredible. Like they look so freaking good. So to that point, I am very excited to see once the game releases the type of operators we're going to get heading forward.
I need Vacation Maven. That's what I called it.
Yeah.
It's like a Hawaiian shirt with a bald guy with like a little bit of suntan lotion on his nose, and I just always called it Vacation Maven. I'm gonna need that back.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ja moin, ja moin, hä? Als ob da einfach ein AMG GT steht.
Fine, that would look in third person. Like insane. That skin was
doing the walk and everything.
Guck mal nach rechts, Junge. Guck mal nach rechts.
I want to reenact that.
Weiter rechts, weiter rechts.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, this is already looking so much fun. I remember playing this yesterday. I got
Aber ohne Mercedes-Stern, oder? Oder haben die da reingepaid?
Yeah, that was really rough. I was actually playing on Cloaksy's station, and I've definitely given him a bad name. I've got to say.
You said that you thought Aiden had a personal vendetta.
I did. I mean, this guy, he really doesn't like me. He really doesn't. But you know, it was so fun.
He doesn't like Cloaksy. It wasn't you,
yeah,
I promise.
Exactly. He's probably like, who is this? It can't be Cloaksy for sure. But pretty exceptional stuff, and we can see a lot of the ADS here. And
look at Tommy's face right now. Like he's just got this. He had this little little smirk and smile on his face. Like you can just tell people are having fun, and that's what this is all about. It's been awesome to see.
Tommy was having fun. He was sitting there capturing scenes, just like jumping up and down with his camera sort of angled down so you can see over the wall. Like he's like, oh yeah, he's like.
Da jetzt. Ach man, ey, jetzt haben die umgeschaltet.
It wouldn't be a Nick Cam if his face wasn't in it.
Yeah, like what I walked through all these.
Ja, er sieht einfach aus wie einer von Erkan und Stefan.
How is it still only half his face? Like he moved it.
He had to have.
That's the classic Nick Merckx. It's the forehead, the eyebrows and the
das ist
forehead
wieder
going strong
always. Es gibt einfach nur 3 Maps, ne? Es gibt halt echt nur 3 Maps.
The aesthetics of this game look so good, and in terms of third person as well, being able to see it all encapsulated.
Vielleicht machen das ja extra, damit nicht jeder direkt schon alles sieht, ne? Oh, Noah macht ein halbes Jahr voll, Digga. Willkommen zurück. Noah, lol, vielen Dank, Mann.
Right now, Nick Merckx absolutely forehead cam and all, just frying.
And you saw what he did there.
Up the lobby.
He was pushing up and he was turning left, but he had his camera angled behind him.
Yeah.
Saw that
Ja,
jump backwards.
genau so hab ich das auch gemeint gerade. Ne? Dann ist das okay. Dann würde ich es auch gut finden. Dann würde ich es auch gut finden, dass es so einen Modus gibt, wenn du Third Person auswählst und dann spielst du nur mit Leuten, die auf Third Person spielen. Dann finde ich das eine geile Sache, wenn man auch da mal Bock hat, hier so zu zocken. Ne? Ist ja cool. Aber wenn die mit auch ganz normalen Leuten zusammen spielen können, die First Person spielen, dann haben die das Spiel für mich schon wieder komplett verkackt. Weil du kannst hier, das hat man schon jetzt gesehen, du kannst um die Ecke gucken und alles. Das ist scheiße, Alter. Jetzt auch. Er duckt sich da drunter, man kann ihn gar nicht sehen, aber er kann ja alles sehen, ne? Nee. Dazu haben die auch, glaube ich, nichts gesagt. Keine Ahnung, ich verstehe ja kein Englisch, ne? Aber mal gucken. In der Beta werden wir es dann spätestens sehen.
But his looks a bit different, without question.
Oof. It's going to be a rough one. He's not happy. He's not happy about that. Absolutely insane stuff, though. It looks absolutely incredible as well.
Noah, auch für dich hier, falls du noch nicht im Discord bist, komm mal rein und verlink dein Discord-Profil mit Twitch, damit du da auch als Subscriber angezeigt wirst. Das wäre nice.
Yeah, no, I did that yesterday. I was shooting at teammates.
I'm shooting at teammates, locking on teammates all the time. When it's like new maps, like new game, I don't know. I always.
You guys just need to dial it in.
What do you mean? Listen, especially if you're not in comms either, and like you don't know the routes on the map yet. Like you run into something, you don't see that name.
There's no excuse for Ali. Clint's like
schon drin, ja, aber auch verbunden mit Twitch.
Yeah, what's up?
You would have had a better professional career than Ant.
Da sind auch viele dabei, die haben das gar nicht verlinkt einfach. Guck, oh mein Gott, Digga! Oh! Das ist maximal ekelhaft. Das ist so eklig, Digga.
Nick was absolutely popping off in 3P. We know he's got the experience, so let's check out the Elgato replay.
Er kann komplett um die Ecke gucken, ey. Das können die nicht machen. Nee. Das können die nicht. Da wird es einen extra Modus geben, safe. Das können die nicht bringen. Das können die nicht bringen. Nee. Safe. So blöd können die nicht sein. So blöd können die nicht sein. Natürlich verlinkt. Ja, gut. Dann ist ja gut.
it's very natural when you play more, but like at first,
Gehen wir mal kurz pinkeln.
I just end up like looking over one shoulder basically.
Yeah, I always look at the right side, man. It's so tough. Left side, I always get gunned. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I say he got a couple hip fire bullets.
Rogue.
Got almond here.
Was that a shotgun that killed him?
I'm not sure.
Looked like a shotgun.
The shotgun looked disgusting. I was watching Tim use it earlier. He was
No way y'all
running
use shotguns. That's crazy.
Yeah, I probably need one, to be honest. I probably need one, for sure. What do you guys think of the perks as well? Obviously, the perk packs, we talked about that with the devs earlier on the desk, and we saw that pop up a few times now on the screen. But obviously, having to earn the perks and kind of produce the goods and secure those as you're playing is pretty cool, too.
Yeah, we'll see what people play around when it comes to, you know, the perk setups. You can create your own, but they also have different, like, classes. You can be a support player. Clint was mentioning it earlier. You know, you can be a sentinel. Josie Sa was talking about that. So there's different categories. I think most people just, like, create their own, run some of the historics that we have at EOD, which is back battle hardened. You can stay away from stuns, nades, and then Dead Silence is a field upgrade. I know everybody's always talking about, is Dead Silence in the game? Well, yes, it is. It's a field upgrade. So you can still have that while you pick your additional perks, and as the game goes on, you'll get more. So you're just going to feel like a super soldier this time.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's different. We're going to see how it plays out, but it seems, I just like the concept of unlocking and earning things. I do so.
It's satisfying. You get kills, the game goes on, you get an extra perk. Like, we've had like something similar before back in Ghost with the Specialist, and you felt unreal as you started to unlock some of the other perks. So I'm excited to see how these guys play around with it.
Ooh, all right, Papa App.
I know.
Father of two.
Here he comes.
Dominating the lobby.
I love seeing a sub in his hand. I mean, this is probably one of the better point of views we're going to get, as he is just looking to be a menace right now.
Using the 74U, looks like a version of the AK.
Alter, jetzt mal ohne Witz, ne?
Do it to my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I forget, as these guys grind, they're going to start unlocking more weapons.
Kommt da noch Warzone 2.0, Alter, oder was? Das geht so lange. Ich hätte nie gedacht, dass das so lange dauert hier heute, ne? Ich dachte, die zeigen einmal alles kurz ein bisschen so. Ich meine, das ist ja cool, aber das ist schon sehr lange, ne? Hätte ich nicht gedacht. Ja, guck mal, das hat angefangen ja, okay, effektiv hat es angefangen um 19 Uhr, 2021. Das sind ja jetzt schon 2,5 Stunden. Zeitplan? Nö. Gibt's irgendwie nicht. Also ich habe nichts gefunden, sag ich mal so.
Speaking of, I want to know how you guys feel so far about competitive play. I mean, we've got some incredible pros on our screens as well. I mean, you know, so far, so good. How are you feeling about the pacing? How these guys
are playing great. These guys are playing great. I think, you know, the main things are like going into it from a competitive aspect is like the maps, which the maps look pretty good.
Yeah.
Auto looks great, and we've only seen a
it's like impossible for you to say. Yeah, just gotta spend more time on the maps.
Yeah,
the gunplay
feels good. Like for me, when I sit down, Clint, like the first thing that I look at is like the gunplay. How does it feel?
Yeah.
And it felt great. Like the movement feels good. You got some, you know, extra mechanics.
You get good gunplay and movement. It's like everything else is kind of be all right. If it's fun to play.
Yeah. So I think so far, like, it's W.
See, and I'm on the other end of that spectrum, where I'll look at the maps right away. Like, I'll go through my attachments and like, all right, I'll try this one out. But really, when I first load into the game right away, I'm looking at the map layout. That's kind of
ja, müssen die aber eigentlich zeigen, ne? Die sind ja bisher auf alle Bereiche eingegangen, außer auf Warzone 2.0. Also das muss noch kommen. Am Anfang hatten die eine Übersicht gezeigt von allen Pipapo mit so Cinematic-Trailern und ein bisschen Gameplay-Trailer. Dann kam Multiplayer erstmal eine lange Zeit. Dann kam Mobile. Jetzt kommt hier Third-Person-Multiplayer. Jetzt muss eigentlich gleich dann als nächstes Warzone 2.0 kommen. Raids.
People at home know what they can expect for this new experience in Modern Warfare 2.
Ja, ist neu, ne? Gucken, was das jetzt hier wieder kann.
So exciting. I feel like I have been able to announce so much cool stuff today. So this is sort of the cherry on top of the sundae for an awesome stack of all of the Call of Duty content that's coming your way this year. But Raids, an all new experience, different gameplay than we've ever really brought to fans. And this mode is ultimately all about communication and coordination, the things that you expect from a raid. And we're actually going to be looking at episodic missions, all of them sort of a couple hours in length, starting with Season 1 and the launch of Modern Warfare 2, and then having that narrative, which will actually, you know, play in with the campaign continue to play out across every chapter.
Exciting. Oh, I'm so hyped for this now.
Habe ich nicht verstanden.
Can we get a little bit more detail on the gameplay itself?
Yeah, so we're looking at 3-person teams. And like I said, this is all sort of a mix of combat, of narrative, and puzzles. So those sort of core mechanics of what we know and love from raids are coming to Call of Duty in that style. And like I said, I think the way that the narrative will continue to evolve seasonally across each encounter and each mission, I'm stoked for everybody to get a chance to see these.
Now, listen, as a long-time Call of Duty player, lined up during midnight so many times, and still streaming
at the Best Buy.
Shout out to the mom and pop shops too, and still streaming Call of Duty to this day. This gets me so hyped. So please let me know how and when can we dive into raids.
Right, so this is going to come with the launch of Season 1. So same dates you're looking at for Warzone 2.0. This will be November 16th. Season 1 kicks off for Modern Warfare 2. And I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle of Season 1, actually. So it's going to be great.
You heard it, guys. Thank you so much. And let's go back to the desk.
It's like it's this giant sandbox of so much cool Call of Duty shit that I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you know, it really is an experience. I feel like Modern Warfare 2 is bringing absolutely everything to the table. Or, on the other side of things, there is something for everyone, right? I mean, we're getting DMZ, we've got Ground War coming on our screen in just a moment.
Oh, I want to see a tank pull someone's face off.
I mean, third person, the list is absolutely endless. So the fact that there's so many Call of Duty fans that love something specific about COD, they have something to sink their teeth into here, Ali. And it's
it's
incredible.
He is a good-looking man.
It's like an amusement park. No, you're good. I need you to let you shoot your shot.
I got distracted by Clumsy. I'm so sorry.
That's the Warzone.
I hope he sees it later.
I'm so sorry, Clumsy. I'm so sorry for yesterday painting your name.
Bodenkrieg.
And I was just saying, it's like an amusement park of Call of Duty, right? There's just so much going on, and like we haven't even scratched
Alter, wie viele Leute spielen da mit, Alter?
Like, there's still so much to be played.
Da gibt's auch Fahrzeuge?
We're gonna see tanks. We're gonna see the vehicles. Like so much. Oh, the water!
Lol.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Oh mein Gott, Wasser, Digga, Wasser!
Wow.
Wasser! Geil!
They got the full squad in there. Look, like I would not want to run into these guys. We played some Invasion.
Oh, it's Stone Mountain. I'm not shocked to see that.
Oh, jetzt zerschell an der Wand.
Oh. The ships.
Yeah. These guys got. Okay, I was gonna say he's running around with a pistol. Got the M4 in hand. Zuma here.
Also das ist ein neuer Modus, Bodenkrieg oder wie das heißt, keine Ahnung.
It's been amazing to see Tommy will Zuma's success in recent
Wo du auch Fahrzeuge nutzen kannst. Und da spielen anscheinend 40 Leute oder 50 Leute. 25 gegen 25 oder so.
What kind of like a middle ground between like your Warzone and your multiplayer experience for those of you that haven't like messed around with Ground War.
Bodenkrieg wie Battlefield. Plötzlich Battlefield. Auf Battlefield angelehnt.
Very different from your 6v6 type maps. That's for sure.
Nee, ist es nicht. Sagt ja auch direkt warum. Also ja, habt schon ein bisschen recht, aber ich glaube, dass die Map hier wesentlich kleiner ist als so eine Battlefield-Map. Ich weiß auch, muss ich auch dazu sagen, keine Ahnung, wie das aktuell bei Battlefield immer so ist, ne? Weiß ich nicht. Ich weiß nur früher bei, was habe ich denn da gezockt, ey? Bad Company oder so. Oder da waren die Maps so gigantisch groß, Alter, ey. Also, das war auch absoluter Müll. Deswegen feiere ich auch kein Battlefield. Weil das ist, also ich weiß ja nicht, wie viel das heute ist, aber das war einfach so, du spawnst irgendwo, ich kann mich noch genau daran erinnern, ich spawn in so einer Höhle. Da wusste ich erstmal gar nicht, okay, was ist hier los, ne? Dann musste ich in so ein Boot rein, aus der Höhle rausfahren, also die war im Wasser. Und dann musste ich da war ich mitten auf dem Meer, dann musste ich irgendwo Richtung Land erstmal. Dann steige ich da aus. Ich laufe gefühlt Stunden dadurch. Ich sehe keine Sau, ne? Ich habe niemanden gesehen. Irgendwann war ich mal da, wo was los war. Da waren dann auch viele Leute. Bin direkt gestorben. Spawn wieder in der Höhle. Ja, also dann habe ich auch direkt wieder ausgemacht, ne? Kampagne geil, Rest Müll. Ist nichts für mich. Ich glaube, dass das hier eine wesentlich kleinere Map ist. Aber für 50 Leute auch vielleicht wieder schon krass, ne, glaube ich. Schon. Gefällt mir eigentlich bis jetzt, ne? Ist so ein bisschen was wie Warzone, nur halt Multiplayer-mäßig auf einem begrenzten Bereich. Und du musst nicht looten, ne? Wo kommst du denn mit deinen Waffen da rein anscheinend? Der Panzer, Helikopter, alles am Start. Der hat einfach das Quad da weggeschossen, Mann. Er fährt also voll motiviert mit dem Quad vorbei und explodiert danach einfach. Ja, Panzer, dann würde ich auch einen Panzer nehmen, Alter. Dann würde ich direkt in den Panzer gehen und alles wegnudeln. Ja, hier, schön ins Wasser rein, papp, papp, papp. Bei den ganzen Campern. Ja, fahr mal rein da, fahr mal rein ins Wasser, fahr mal rein. Los, 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 los.
I believe they talked about it. I think in like the opening of the show, like,
Komm.
there are some vehicles
Ja.
they take right to the water. Like, this is some James Bond stuff.
They said they sink slow.
Fahr doch mal rein, gucken, wie weit er reingeht. Ja.
It's kind of cool just to see people diving in, by the way, isn't it? It's kind of cool to see people jumping into the water.
Stuff,
Dip your toes into it.
And just like when we scale
hot.
up,
They're in the desert.
when we come out of game and we see the view like this, it just blows my mind that they were able to set this up.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Like,
the venue
everybody
itself.
grinding, like everybody in a ground war, queuing up. It's been absolutely amazing all day, man. You can hear everybody's getting loud, passionate. They're ready, man.
Oh, yeah, there's been a fair
Bei Battlefield 2042 kannst du froh sein, dass es überhaupt verschiedene Maps gibt.
They just redeploying on a giant heli?
Gefühlt nur 3 Waffen.
Oh, I was looking away, back behind us, I didn't even see.
Yo, Stone Mountain on a giant helicopter like 3 other players. Super high up.
Here we go.
Yeah,
I was kind of curious how much you got to lead.
That's what I'm saying. I was
Ist 1000-mal besser geworden. Naja, schlechter werden kann es ja auch, glaube ich, nicht mehr, ne?
Sure, that was on the dome.
Da kann man ja nur Verbesserungen
I think
machen.
it's one of those things like just different sniper. You just got to get used to it, dude. Once you get a feel for it, you're hitting.
Yeah, well, up close and like, you know, medium range, I was fine with sniper, but from range, it felt harder.
It's going to take some time to get used to. It'll take a little bit of time.
I mean, I'm kind of all for that. I'm kind of hoping, at least, just from the amount of like Warzone.
Aber ich finde den Modus schon interessant, Alter, muss ich sagen. Guck mal hier im Helikopter, kannst du da oben so ein bisschen raus snipern.
This looks awesome.
Sehr hoch fliegt der da gerade.
It's like a chopper gun. Like, this looks lit.
Ja, da
And
kannst
you
du
can,
ja.
oh wow, you can really walk around? Jeez. That's so
Kann er da nicht
cool. That's actually
rausspringen?
really cool.
I wonder if the back is open. Is the
I
back
need
open?
you to hit it. Oh god, out of the combat.
Oh mein Gott, der ist zu hoch, oder was?
One.
Oh, he
Just
just
back in.
made it. Look, two
Oder
of
aus der
them
Zone
did it,
rausgefahren,
look,
aus Versehen.
Oh.
Ah,
But I
krass.
hope, like, with the reduction in attachments,
Try to snipe.
it's a little bit harder. Like, you know, we've gotten so used to being able to just beam someone at 200 meters.
Boah, das macht schon richtig, beim Zugucken schon richtig Bock, ne?
Oh, someone saved his life.
Richtig
Guardian
Bock.
Angel.
Also der Modus, der gefällt mir schon mal gut.
I really do feel like the way that, you know, this game plays so far, the pacing, everything about it, honestly.
Gut, dass wir
is
dran
so
geblieben
that I
sind,
feel
sonst
like
hätten wir nämlich
it's
den Modus schon
there.
wieder
I feel like
verpasst.
we're gonna see that a lot.
Well, that guy's thigh is no longer there.
That's
So
true.
a lot of
Da
you
wird auch
just
safe
rip
gleich
it
noch
off the
Warzone
50
kommen am
count.
Ende bestimmt.
He was just moving with the sniper.
Aber das ist schon mal geil.
Like, really
Gefällt
quick.
mir.
Speed Demon.
Ist halt so wie Warzone in kleiner,
Hey, Cluck.
auf einen Bereich abgegrenzt und
I'm your #1 fan.
mit vielen Leuten trotzdem. Ich glaube, ne, 40, 50 Leute mit Fahrzeugen, aber du hast deine eigenen Waffen, musst du nicht looten anscheinend.
Oh, are they? Okay, because I'm looking forward to that.
Wow.
When
I'm thinking,
Can we get a hand-delivered pizza
I'm
to the
thinking that's a
desk?
little
I don't know
hand-delivered
when
Little Caesars going around right now.
Whatever my
Ist
next
das wie
break
normal
is,
Call
I'm
of Duty
throwing back in
Multiplayer
time.
auf einer größeren Map mit mehr
I'm not gonna
Leuten?
lie, having pizza, watching
Ja.
some gameplay on this desk right now is a vibe.
Yeah,
I mean, what I see right now is I see Call of Duty, I see a bunch of streamers, I see Mountain Dew, I see pizza.
Aktuell viel Spaß in Battlefield 2042.
Brings me back to
Ja.
being 18, right?
Mindestens einer,
Wait
ne?
in line for the game, go home, like I'm taking school off tomorrow. Like, sorry, I can't go, Grandma.
I'm sick.
Yeah.
Gotta put that temperature thermometer on the radiator. Make sure that's the highest it can be.
Alter, was war das denn für ein Kill, Alter? Halt's Maul. Oh mein Gott, und den trifft er jetzt nicht?
Wow.
Oh, er geht raus, er geht raus.
Wow, he said I'm getting this one.
Oh.
What a moment.
Ah, er will aufs Dach und dann wieder snipern. Oh mein Gott, habt ihr den Kill gesehen?
Oh, no.
Oh, wie wurde der denn jetzt
You
geholt?
got one, though. From the
Look
chop.
at the smile you get
Vom Heli.
He's so happy.
Digga. Was für kranke Moves du machen kannst. Einfach aus dem Helikopter raus und dann rein da, Junge. Ah. Oh, jetzt geht er auch dahin, er geht dahin. Ah, das war klar, ja. Guck mal. Geil, Alter.
I don't know. I think it
was
bread.
I don't know. I might need a replay.
Jo, tot.
Oh, we got a demon lobby. I saw Biffle in here.
Boah, Alter, was macht der denn da?
I saw Miles actually getting pretty diffy in a.
Ey, das war richtig gut gerade.
He was top of the leaderboard.
That's who we needed, a 1v1 Biffle for
Nice.
I actually think it's a Miles.
Oh, there's the pizza.
Yeah.
Ah, Pizza, ja moin, gönn dir.
Oh, my mouth.
Guck mal, wie geil, Alter. Die laden dich da ein, kriegst einfach noch Pizza dahin geliefert.
Go
Ja,
ask Jack for
perfekt.
some.
I could eat it every meal, I'll be honest with you. I really could.
Oh, he's bringing the sniper out?
Yeah, he switched to his own.
He was like, you know what? Let's do it. If you can't beat him, join him.
Alter, das war ein guter Kill gerade. Er jumpt einfach auch direkt raus und versucht dann noch so irgendwie zu holen.
Unfortunately, I think his cam is. Oh, they are winning there. I can see just the top, the 45, 49 winning.
There we go.
I need a loser's point of view now to see the score.
Ja, kann man. Das geht, Alter? Als ob. Nee.
Oh, I'm confused. Is somebody actually driving?
Nee, ich glaube, den Schützen kann man nicht abschießen da, ne? Da nimmt, glaube ich, nur der Helikopter Schaden.
I don't know, but Courage was trying to find out.
How we doing, sir? Looking very
Das wäre krank, Alter, wie bei GTA. Pum, und dann weg.
This is cool. Selecting spawns is just sick. I'm not gonna get used to that.
I just like the you know, in older games, you know, you pick your spawn,
Yeah.
sort of appear there, but now like the whatever you call it, like the
thing,
the animation, what the iPad, call it? Like no, how like takes you,
it takes
like flies.
Ja, man sieht da keinen, da sind zwei.
There's a word
Da
for
kriegt
it.
er noch
I'm
einen.
not finding, but like the zoom into like your spawn, transition. There we go. That's probably what I was looking for. But I like that a lot. Thank you, Lottie, for saving my brain. It was struggling because it needs pizza.
Boah, aber echt, Alter, das ist ja mal ein geiler Modus, ey.
Yeah, no, I think it is really, really cool.
Das gefällt mir richtig gut.
I think it just suits ground war, honestly. It really does suit ground war. I think in terms of the objective work, you can have a
Gut, das
huge
macht ja
map here and you have to
richtig
cover
Bock,
so
Alter.
many different areas. So the fact that you can choose your spawn spot is pretty sick.
Also das ist bis jetzt das Beste, abgesehen von den Flashbacks von den Maps, was die gezeigt haben.
Whenever he switches to that, look at it, because that looks
auto, right?
insane to me.
There's an auto version of
Yeah.
that pistol, and he has it on, but he has like a stock on.
Nice.
He's got it pretty loaded up.
It's the attachments that you can really make it your own.
Yeah. You can make an AR into an SMG. I mean, we've been saying it. You do a lot with this
pistol
into an
SMG.
Da gibt's noch nebenbei so Aufgaben oder was hier so, was ist das hier?
So I've just looked at
Wie heißt das nochmal?
Symphony is on the other team.
Die Bereiche da, die man einnehmen kann.
That'll bring me a whole lot of happiness.
Oh, that's a tank.
That was Optic
Can't
Blake
snipe that.
getting plucked.
I want to see that.
Kann er den Panzer nicht klauen? So wie bei GTA, einfach hin und einsteigen.
The one like through the roof?
No, like there's one you put on the ground. Oh, yeah, you do.
Ja, der Panzer sieht ihn auch einfach nicht, ne? Der fährt einfach vorbei.
Okay. Oh, he's popping off now.
Alter, bei dem läuft
The
Duftschlag.
floating mine.
Oh,
Wow,
there's a
this
lot of
looks
red arrows
insane.
over there.
Yeah, wow.
That looks so beautiful. It has the
It's
whole map
awesome,
on it.
yeah.
Abfahrt.
In color as well. It looks great.
Noch eine Predator.
He's calling everything in.
Da sieht man irgendwie immer gar keinen, richtig scheiße.
See anyone?
Oh, da oben sind die alle drin, in dem Haus da.
They are inside.
Im Turm.
Unfortunately, not able to hit it, but the fact is, Myth taking over the lobby, Snipe looking hot.
I mean, we've seen everything so far in this. We've seen vehicle combat, aerial, some crazy gunfights in buildings. Cloak was just chilling inside of a tower. So everybody, your specific taste of Call of Duty you can find in Ground War.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything. Just fun. It's just fun.
You can look a lot of the settings right now, you know, because it's never their fault. It's a settings problem. So I think we're on the hunt for what's wrong right now.
I love going through this. It's my favorite thing in the world. Just making sure everything's exactly how I need it to
And you
be.
never thought it could be your thumbs?
No, oh no. I just really like tinkering with it.
Oh, yeah.
But do I blame it when I
Schlechtere Akkulaufzeit.
Yes, I do, Lottie.
Oh, yeah.
Kann ich nichts zu sagen. Ich habe noch nicht geupdatet und ich werde auch nicht updaten. Ich würde sowieso immer empfehlen, wenigstens zu warten, bis
Wait, so you can spawn in a vehicle.
der erste, zweite, dritte Patch rausgekommen ist. Oder wenn man ganz safe sein will, dann bis 16.1 draußen ist. Also nicht 16.01, sondern 16.1 oder so. Dann würde ich updaten, vorher nicht. War schon immer so gewesen. Ist immer dasselbe. Akkuprobleme, das funktioniert nicht richtig, das leckt irgendwie, keine Ahnung. einfach nicht machen.
This is really here. These guys are all grinding. We're gonna get to see some Warzone later today. It's gonna be epic.
It is going to be absolutely incredible. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we're just about done
Jo,
here with watching this
enough.
Ground War gameplay. We're going to toss it on down to the main stage to find out who Jess has got and who she's going to be talking to. Jess, over to you.
Thank you so much.
Also ja, ohne Scheiß, der Modus ist geil. Der sieht richtig geil aus, ey. Das ist auch geil, dass du dann so eine Übersicht hast und dann kannst du dir aussuchen, ich möchte da zu dem Team oder dahin spawnen, wenn ich tot bin. Guck, das ist einfach voll cool, ne? Mich nervt das auch immer bei diesen Battle Royale Spielen, Digga, du lootest. Bei COD geht das noch so, ne? Aber bei Fortnite zum Beispiel ist das komplett ekelhaft. Du lootest dir einen heißen eine halbe Stunde und dann stirbst du so, ne? Digga, das ist so unbefriedigend. Das hier ist richtig geil, weil das ein bisschen was von Battle Royale so mehr oder weniger hat, ne? In Teams halt. Also viele Leute, relativ große Map. Und du kommst, wenn du tot bist, instant wieder ins Spiel rein mit deinen Waffen. Das ist richtig geil. Das wird mega Bock machen, ne? PUBG am schlimmsten? Ne, ich finde Fortnite am schlimmsten mit dem Looten, weil da musst du ja auch noch Baumstämme und so eine Scheiße abholzen, ne? Dann bist du da die ganze Zeit am Machen und am Tun. Und am Ende des Tages, dann läufst du 1 Meter und dann stirbst du einfach. Das hat mich übelst genervt früher.
Based off of the brand of Modern Warfare.
Okay.
Look at that. The view of Warzone 2.0 gameplay is right around the corner. Stay tuned. But for now, we're going to toss it over to Gina and Xavier down on the floor.
Was kommt jetzt? Oh, ey. Ja, das kommt gleich nach der Pizza. Geht jetzt im Warzone hier oder was? Komm, muss jetzt. Erstmal mit einem Real-Life-Trailer da rein starten, ne? Oh, jetzt kommt mir nicht mit der Hammer-Werbung. Ich kann nicht mehr, Alter. Ich kann nicht mehr. Ich kann nicht mehr. Hau ab. Hau ab, Digga. Das ist so ekelhaft, ne? Der Hammer ist der Inbegriff von Spritverschwendung, V8, volle Dulli-Kack-Leistung. Also macht gar keinen Sinn, das Auto eigentlich. Einfach so ein schönes Männerauto, die machen daraus einen Elektrohaufen, ne? Das ist so ekelig.
The all-new GMC Hummer EV pickup will be a drivable vehicle in Warzone 2.0. That's right, boys and girls. This
was? Du kannst... Ne.
Integration for the franchise, bringing one of the
Ach du Scheiße, du kannst dieses Auto in Warzone 2.0 fahren?
EV is the first and only fully electric vehicle in Call of Duty Warzone 2.0.
LOL. Auch dass es eine echte Marke ist ja richtig krank, ne? Wir haben ja vorhin schon den AMG GT da gesehen, aber ich glaube, der hatte keine Logos, also war nur so ein auf. Jetzt kommen die nicht schon wieder mit dem Mobile. Ha! Ha! Oh mein Gott.
November 16th is a date it's going to be available across
16. November.
But today, we all get to see it in action for the first time. This is a huge moment. We can't wait to see everyone.
Das gibt erst am 16. November, okay. Digga, ich muss mir vorher nochmal meine Xbox erweitern, ey. Hab, glaube ich, keinen Speicher für die ganze Scheiße.
Before we get into it, I want to give a shout out once again to Intel, who is powering
as much as Maven does, but I love to watch it. So now they're moving into Warzone 2.0. Not only, you know, it's a new map, it also has sections that are very nostalgic that make me, as a normal multiplayer player, want to hop in. And then the new vehicles and the new circle mechanics, like all of this is so exciting, and it's so exciting as a new player to Warzone to hop in.
Here's the countdown. In we go to Al Mazrah for the very first time here in Modern Warfare 2. The streamers here at
okay, jetzt.
Are getting lit.
Yeah, I see some
fist Jetzt geht's los, Junge.
Ready. Here we go. These guys.
Dude, look at Isaac smiling, bro. He's so happy.
Yeah, I think these guys.
Das sieht schon mal geil aus.
Hours in 8, 10, 12-hour days, so they're ready to see what their life
Ich
is
finde es auch
gonna
so
be like
krass, dass da so richtige Maps sind von alten Call of Duties, so Teile davon, ne? So geil, Mann. Komm, geh mal bitte irgendwo hin, wo was man kennt, Alter.
I kind of want to drop near one of like the central hotspots, like surrounded by water. It looks like I'm in like Venice or something, or
I'd like a boat.
Yeah, I want a boat. I want a boat and floating proximity mines, and I want to kill someone with that.
I think the thing about Joe, he could have a little team called Boats and Joes.
That's good.
I stole that from Stephanie Snowden, communications director at Infinity.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Clint is foaming at the mouth right now. Can't wait to hop into
I just realized I have my face in the monitor.
Those at home can't see, but Mr. Evans is very excited. Here we go, the first boots have touched ground, and let's find out what exactly. Again, everything's changed. Loot has changed.
All new. I mean, we saw earlier, I was like, loadout or high loot spots, it's going to have AI around it that you have to kill.
Dude, I thought maybe fall damage there. That was going to be the first.
I think he did. No, he did. Definitely did.
So there's still loot crates. Looks a little bit different in the UI when you open it up.
Okay.
Oh, you can pick what you want? Okay.
We're all learning.
Also es sieht jetzt schon mal so aus, als würde das in 60 FPS laufen, was übelst gut wäre. Wie gesagt, keine Ahnung, wie das früher gewesen ist bei dem ersten Warzone. Also da war es ganz am Anfang maximal 10 FPS, ey. War übelst eklig. Aber das sieht jetzt eigentlich ganz gut aus.
Whoa, that's a first aid kit on the wall.
Okay,
I just grabbed a self-revive.
Now that toilet was lit, by the way. That was 2 stims and a self-revive. Wow, first one we see. That was fantastic. What a bounty that was. Again, so we are still playing at home for those who the TCL Power Hour.
Das ist, glaube ich, jetzt das erste Mal, dass Warzone gezeigt wird. Und das erste Mal, dass die Leute das da auch spielen, ne?
Wait! Get Jorge to sign the elevator? No way!
Please keep your arms, legs, and heads inside the elevator at all times. Oh, sorry, George.
That is how TST first gets into the new map. Hitch killed Jorge with an elevator.
Oh, it's going to be a good few years.
I didn't even see what happened. Like, did his leg just get chopped off? Was he a little too close to the door?
I just seen him dead and then
I just saw him dead.
He just started dying laughing. That was great.
Oh, man. First looks again of Al-Mazrah
Guck,
here in
das meine ich schon, Alter. Du siehst erstmal 20 Jahre gar keinen so, ne? Deswegen bin ich eher so der Multiplayer-Typ.
I'm not over it. I'm still not over it. So guns are still on, like, just on the floor.
Aber es hat trotzdem mega Bock gemacht damals, ne?
It seems like it's not as much, like, all over the ground, though, which I actually dig. I guess I'm just curious to see how much loot there actually is, because obviously you need enough to loot everybody up in the game.
I'm also interested to see what happens when we kill a player. You know, we see their belongings will hit the ground.
I feel like that still has to be a thing. I just wonder if there's like a item sorting thing to it.
Maybe.
If it's all over the ground, I don't know.
Yeah, really interested to see how that one goes down. Again, already liking the the quality of life, the user interface changes there, the way plates are laid out, everything is a real item that sort of sits in the world.
Just cashed out. Just literally rob the register.
Ja, moin.
Everything has meaning here. You can find it in the spots where you expect to. Which is really cool. I like these
links
changes.
1800.
It's just like reimagining what Warzone already is.
Nochmal 15.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that, like, it'll probably seem a little bit slow right now with like players doing it for the first time. Rip and drop.
Ja, Junge.
Iceman Isaac hitting
Wär's mal nicht so viel rumgehüpft, sondern lieber mal gerannt, dann wär's auch weg gewesen.
Maybe try some of the objectives.
Aber dieses Rumgehüpfe, Alter,
like
Beste.
Stronghold. I want to see that because I know they mentioned AI earlier.
Ich hasse das.
And there's going to be like high loot spots there, so interested to see what you can grab.
I thought that was proximity chat for a second. The down guy was screaming at him.
Help me!
Yeah.
That will be a thing though eventually.
Die Zone geht jetzt los.
That's the ledge hop.
There's a ladder right there.
Oh, nearly. Isaac, smooth moves, a little bit of parkour. Into the gulag, first time. Here we go.
This
it's
is
2v2.
Das neue Gulag?
It's now with the random person.
Wait, so Mingod has apathy. There's weapons on the floor. Loot up, get into the fight. Here we go.
How big is this map?
Oh, Alter,
there's also AIs in here too.
Oh my
distraction AI. That's not a real person. That's a distraction.
Whoa.
It doesn't make him any less dangerous. Apathy. Help him. Help your teammate, who's not really a teammate.
So not only do you have a teammate now,
als Team ist man da drin.
And you have to pick up loot off the ground.
War das schon immer so?
This is wild. This is way
dude,
different.
you could see like question marks on his face. That's the first time you've been in there. Sorry. Yeah. So it's 2 versus 2. You can have a random enemy team as a teammate.
Yes.
Then plus I didn't realize there were AI.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
Spicy.
It didn't look like you could kill the AI either. Like as many shots as he put into it, it just kept pushing at him.
You got to earn your way back for a second life.
You got to fight your way back in this one. Here's the first look at the heartbeat sensor with the battery life. So this is something we've been talking about for so long. Players who, say rely on the heartbeat sensor a little too much. That battery life, oh, she's dipping.
Okay, I was actually very anti heartbeat in Verdansk. I was. It was like an unlimited UAV to me.
What do we call it? The baby monitor.
Yeah, the baby monitor. But now with the battery life, that's interesting.
Stacked.
And we saw the buy station for a moment there, but didn't get too many looks on it.
We'll get a look at that later on. But now, first look in the vehicle, we have a fuel gauge. Again, this is a big deal in the game. Your vehicles will run out of fuel. You have to visit a gas station.
Wow.
Check out the prices, of course, before you go in there. You've got cash to be spending. I actually don't know if you actually have to buy it. And also, if you're running that GMC Hummer EV, I mean, it's a recharge station, surely.
Gas prices like mimic real world prices. There's a surge.
Mal gucken, ob jemand den Hammer findet und dann mal eine Runde damit
The
fährt.
vehicle meta kind of dies for a week or two. Everyone's on foot. It's just so expensive right now.
That would truly be something.
Also das ganze Spielsystem ist ganz genau gleich, hat sich nichts geändert. Nur irgendwie läuft das jetzt hier anscheinend mit mehr FPS an oder was. Und halt eine neue Map.
More logical, I guess,
der Rest ist genau
I
gleich.
would say. Like, it's more logical loot.
There's money in a register.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if I open the register and there's like a shotgun in there, I'd be surprised. Oh, howdy.
Adios.
And this looks like it could be a stronghold.
So was that an AI?
That was an AI.
Yes,
combatant.
it looked like it might be. But I don't see it on the map. Which is, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yes, we do. We see it on the right side.
Buy station over there being marked as well. Also to note, the backpack down on the D-pad there on Pramage's screen. See what that looks like if he presses it. Pramage, let's go, bro. We've got a lot of people to infotain right now.
Yeah, it's true. We haven't really seen what that looks like. Here's Tim. Maybe he might have already fallen to his death once or twice. Not entirely sure, but Tim and Ninja. Look at this dynamic duo.
Wow, what a duo.
Ja, fällt einfach um, ey.
I love how he's explaining it.
That's a good assessment. You got to pick stuff up.
Tim's like, okay, you can't just put the food in your mouth. You have to chew it. Yeah, you have to chew it before you swallow it. Like, yeah, man, you got to pick it up, brother.
He cannot get through this window.
Oh.
Wie, der kann da nicht aus dem Fenster raus? Was ist das denn für ein Scheiß?
He shredded that guy.
That was the AK-74U. First time I've really seen that played with today. Tommy, Cloaksy, and Swag. What a fun team that is. They have activated something on the top side of the screen. I've got no idea what this is. Jack, Jeff, Joe, if you're here, we need you.
Warzone kommt am 16. November.
We are ignorant.
Yeah, this is one of the new objectives.
And I just saw your text about assisting you with your situation. I was also mid-segment. Just FYI, I wasn't ignoring you. I just saw that.
Thank you.
I just looked at my phone for
War da gerade eine Waffe, die Huracan heißt?
Travel.
That's my guy right there.
Yeah. Just look at that. Just let you know. I'm thinking about you, buddy.
Looking out.
We actually got assistance here. We might be able to get some IW folks up here to give us a little helping hand with that.
Neue Huracan-performante Waffe. Digga, was haben die mit den Fenstern gemacht? Hä?
No.
I mean, it must have been some sort of objective. Like
Miles, you are a cerebral
Glitscht da so mit dem Kopf da durch.
I'm just really
like mastermind.
The circles, how they play out.
Very, very smart.
Skull's up to here. Aiden on the right-hand side of the screen having a good time, just running around, flowing. Actually, he might be in the lobby. He's pretty good.
Hört ihr den Sound im Hintergrund? Dieses dit. Das ist genau wie bei dem Warzone 1, ne? Ich hab den Sound immer gehasst, Alter. Die haben nicht mal den Sound geändert.
So is this going to be a 2-split?
You're trying to jump the fence, but just go around. The end is literally right there. Just please.
Wait, why can't he jump?
Yeah,
I don't know why you can't jump it, but like just go around.
I feel like he should be able to mantle that, and maybe that'll be something.
Maybe test from the side, trying to mantle it.
Booyah doesn't.
Well, gotta hit those shots.
Booyah doesn't have the hops, all the shots apparently.
Das ist nur Alpha, ja, aber November ist nicht mehr so lange, ne?
Bushes, little bit of bush action.
Miles, this is where you spend.
Yeah, dude, you see me dive into the bushes.
Digga, was ist mit deren Grafik hier los, Alter? Also ich kann da jetzt nichts für, wir gucken das in volle Pulle hier, ne? Also das war gerade auch schon mal so ein Problem, wenn die schnelle Bewegungen haben, dass die Grafik dann runterdroppt irgendwie.
Do you think the fire spreads?
Ach ja, genau, mitten in Warzone erstmal eine Pizza gönnen.
That would be awesome.
At that point, you gotta have like destructible environments. You're shooting a building and it's falling apart.
So what are we thinking of the map right now? It looks some pretty cool points of interest. Like
it looks clean. I mean, it looks great. I just kind of want to wander. I mean, I feel like a lot of them were in the mode I would be if I was playing.
What? Oh, it's a bot.
Ist so eine Kleinigkeit, ja, Digga, aber das sieht ja schon...
Just like protect loot, yeah.
Das ist ja nichts, was man nicht direkt sehen würde, ne?
Ja.
Das muss ja aufgefallen sein. Durch das eine Fenster da vorhin kam man gar nicht raus. Auch gut. Ja, Gulasch von oben.
This full squad's not down.
Kannst immer noch boxen. Das ist alles genau gleich, ne? Oh, das war ja an sich auch alles nice. Nur jetzt halt mal eine neue Map und anscheinend mehr FPS.
Wait, he got paired with Krim. No way. He's got paired with Krim. And they're going up against Ocean Ops and Almond, so I mean, if they're picking Warzone players, I'm picking them.
Guns up. Here we go.
What a duo. Zuma's up top watching.
Digga, was streamen die da? Guck mal, da oben, das ist so ein Windows-Fenster, ne? Guck mal, da oben ist so ein X und so. Was machen die da?
Right in the face.
Picked up the shotty, there's one.
Oh, they got smoked!
They're not making the case for the pro players, all right?
Oh, CDL got to represent.
Just got
God.
Wait, here we
now
go.
we have to watch Zuma.
Oh, hello.
Helicopter.
Oh, the chopper looks clean, brother.
Okay, so this is Joe brought this one up because like, one of my favorite vehicles is this like big badass chopper. The whole squad
Look at that.
Get in there. You're gonna be able to load up flares. You got countermeasures to do with any kind of
Abwehr. Das gab's aber früher nicht, dass der Helikopter so eine Abwehr hatte, glaube ich, ne? So Flares oder wie das da heißt, das gab's glaube ich nicht.
Oh, yeah, that battery life is gonna go soon.
Is it? Do you think like every time it pings, it's like a that's like a percentage of the battery life?
It could be.
That would be a lot though. That'd be you'd get 100 pings.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
That's a full game.
When people use the heartbeat sensor, they're spamming it. Yeah.
Oh.
Akku leer, Junge.
See ya. Well, let's see what happens again. I wonder if you can go to a gas station, find batteries maybe, or if you just have to put that thing down. Maybe just sort of steps gets it going, or maybe the sun recharges it. We'll find out.
Go to Hydro Dam.
Hydro Dam.
Was jetzt? Der muss jetzt irgendwelche Batterien suchen, um sein Ding da aufzuladen? Sein iPad oder was?
The loot or something there looks super clean.
So that looks like the backpack as well. So again, a different sort of inventory system that we're used to. That's the backpack.
That's cool. So you can pick up a different.
Yeah. So
Boah, jetzt schreibt der Typ in den Chat, weißt du?
Does it affect
Jetzt schreibt er in den Chat dieser RD, Alter. In den Chat.
I don't know, mate. You're learning as much as I am.
Achso, ja, danke für den Raid übrigens.
Where's Joe?
Kommt irgendwie auch kein Alert mehr hier, keine Ahnung, alles im Arsch.
Hoping that the gods of Warzone will give us the answer.
Miles is the all-knowing.
I think I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
There's a 72.8% reduction in movement speed, unfortunately.
Ah, ab zum Einkaufswagen.
What type is it? I don't know. I'm joking. I've got no idea. I've got no idea.
Bullets, 0.722s.
What's the average weight? I don't know.
I think us included, everybody here, everybody in game.
Oh!
This first looks, we're just trying to see what
wird
the
direkt
hell is going to
geholt.
play out here.
Oh, da kommt der. Ja, zu spät.
They're getting cooked right here.
Was that Zuma?
That was a sniper.
It is Zuma.
Don't worry about it.
It's a flick.
Ja, ich weiß immer noch nicht, wie ich das finden soll, dass man die Sniper-Leute, die haben so einen richtigen Blitz so, ne? Du kannst eigentlich keine Sniper spielen, weil du wirst immer direkt gesehen. Wenn du Sniper spielst, musst du dir schon so sicher sein, dass du direkt den Kill holst, ne? Weil man sieht dich immer. Das finde ich irgendwie, weiß ich nicht, keine Ahnung. Früher war das halt einfach nicht so, ne? Da gab's sowas nicht.
One circle, one's the other. Yeah.
Maybe the one that you're closest to?
I was actually wondering that because
muss mal eben meine Kohle holen.
If you were an aggressive player and you had a circle of less people, would you have an idea of if the other one was more popping and you could make a play to maybe get to that? Like, let's say you could like, or some kind of play. I was kind of wondering that. I'm assuming that's what it is. I could be wrong, but that's what makes sense, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It must be. Also, he has an extra plate, so and it's purple. It looks dope.
The other circle is getting fried, so that just dropped so quick. Like I feel like half the players just got decimated.
Yeah, they're getting destroyed.
I wonder if that was the chopper we saw previously, the one that was up in the air there.
Yeah.
A little bit of backpack management here. I suppose the backpack is just your ammo count. Other tools, little toys you have, and again, so many new. I mean, between field upgrades, between lethal equipment, tactical equipment, there's so much going on here in MW2.
See, look at that jump! Look at that! I was talking about that rooftop jump earlier multiplayer. It is actually insane how far you can jump from rooftop to rooftop.
Really?
Like, when I look at the movement in this game, and like even when you're throwing nades and stuns and stuff, like the depth of it like isn't as far as you would think. Like usually when you throw a nade, I mean you can like chuck that thing, but like I expected the jumps to be the same way, but like they're actually, you can go really far.
I just realized, I mean, a box doesn't...
Oh, no, there's 3 circles, so I'm completely wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so that might be bots then.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe that's an indicator of the stronghold. But, okay, first with the parachute from...
one important part. And do we ask, have we seen a loadout?
We haven't. I haven't. We may never.
Well, I don't know. I was curious. I wasn't sure if that was a thing. I haven't.
It's got to be loadouts
purchased.
in there. This looks like a loadout weapon right here.
More on that later.
Yeah, we don't know.
Live react.
But the circles.
We're doing it live.
I want to see how the circles merge together at the end of the game.
All right, let's go, Blake. He spotted at least one.
A lot of vehicles around.
I didn't even realize that was Blake at first.
Howdy.
Mustache.
He's got the mullet.
The angle hit it. Ooh. A little crack.
Isn't it nice? It's kind of similar. Familiar.
Yeah, it's like familiar enough, but seems fresh, right? Like
yeah, you don't want to mess with it too much. Like people love it, right? So it's just making it.
Well, you could just strip it down and change it entirely. Yeah, there'd be chaos.
Yeah, be chaos what it is. Yeah. So it's like they changed a lot though, man. Like it looks a lot different.
Oh, ledging.
And like the movement's different too. You can't just slide cancel around the entire map now.
I'm trying to fill out my bingo card. I'm getting like teased with like a ledge hang and a little bit of swimming, but we don't have the elimination just yet.
Run, Blake. Oh. Uh-oh. Here they come. This is a 1v. Oh, ja, no, it's done. I was going to say, this could have been a 1v3. So
ja, irgendwie beim Loadout-Dings haben die irgendwas geändert, haben die gemeint, ne? Aber man hat, glaube ich, bis jetzt noch keinen gesehen.
The Warzone squad's going to take it out. That's
oh, wait, it's Biffle.
Never mind.
No, it's Biffle's back. Here he goes.
He self-res and just popped up. Yep.
Oh,
he's smiling.
I wondered what happened there. The self gets off. He makes the play.
He's got a streak.
Okay.
Look how much cash he has.
Okay, so it is still on the ground. This reminds me a little bit more. It looks like stuff's divvied up. This is a little bit more like a combination of Warzone and Blackout in the sense of like Warzone, you know, it had all the loot in the ground. Blackout, you'd have like a backpack and you'd open that and steal the stuff. This is like it has it on the ground, but it segments it off into various things. You had your armor, right? You had your mask, you had your backpack. So it's kind of like a hybrid between Warzone and Blackout with looting, I think.
You remember the times
ground loot?
Yeah, remember the times that you're trying to like, I just want to pick up that gas mask, and there's 100 things on the ground.
Yeah.
And you can't find that one thing on the ground. You know, it's like trying to lift Thor's hammer. Yeah, that was like a nice. I want this one thing. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna look at this item on the ground, pick it up, done.
I could tell you how many times I just run over loot. I grab everything. I'm like, oh no,
bisschen unübersichtlich.
Grab it again.
Yeah.
So it's
was meint jetzt, wie man das aufsammelt oder was man dabei hat oder wie? Also bis jetzt finde ich, sieht es ja eigentlich ziemlich ähnlich aus alles, ne?
15 grand in his pocket.
Selbstlos,
buy station, see what you can get.
Yeah, can we hit a
bis jetzt sieht es irgendwie alles ähnlich aus.
I think everybody here wants to get that first win so bad.
We are 40 minutes into the TCL Power Hour.
We're 40 minutes in, or we have 40 minutes left?
40 minutes left.
Okay, let's say.
Don't trust me.
Oh, no, you said that? I was like,
das war aber auch schon immer so, ne?
I was really into this because we have teleported in time. Like I'm Doctor Who.
Hey, why did you go?
I don't know.
Yeah, this has been my favorite area of the map so far. That building was dope. Like a prison almost.
Can you go on that mountain over there? I'm more interested in this giant mountain.
You have to be able to. It looks like it. Looks like it's part of the map.
I love high ground. It's my favorite.
That bed's very dirty. Oh, hello! Oh, God! Is that a zombie?
Oh, boy.
Hey, I've always thought about it, man. Imagine like a real horde of zombies on a Warzone map. Kind of did it in Blackout. I'm talking full-blown, you know, World War.
Hat noch keiner den neuen Hammer gefunden, ne?
I want like a little bit in Fortune's Keep, a little bit in Blackout at times, but not like a Daisy.
All right, so go. So you saw the buy station there was a section that said buy weapons, so you can buy a specific weapon in the buy station.
Pass off.
Well, that makes me think loadout might not be as much of a thing.
Yeah, because it said buy armor, buy weapons, and then I think it was buy ammo or something.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Cloaksy. Hit it. Don't get run over.
Oh, no, he's getting
ripped.
Also die rechte Kamera können sie echt sparen, ne?
Eating like an enchilada. I might be hungry because I...
Oh, precision airstrike.
You just had a slice of Little
I had one. I need more Little Caesars though. I need like 2 whole pepperoni pizzas within my mouth.
This is the best LAN party I've ever been to. There is pizza everywhere.
Oh, it was Isaac and Grill.
Yeah, I mean, we told chat like this is off the rails now.
Oh wow, he got hyper beamed with the vinegar range there.
Listen, guys, my AR is fucking trash, but my.
Was? Is it the aim or the AR? No, I'm kidding, Nick. It's definitely the AR.
Was ist AR?
Don't hurt me.
Hurt him.
Dude, this is Cloaksy and Swag versus Biffle and Champion.
This is actually a lit rack. Like, wow, these are. Wait for it.
key?
Jail key drop.
Wait.
Recover the key and escape.
Was denn
Get
das?
the key.
Schlüssel?
Get the kill. Here.
Oh, he sent it, and Swag just shot him in the forehead. Now down to a 1 versus 1.
Is the key? Wait, 25 seconds.
So I guess that's kind of like how in normal goal, like you'd get to that flag or whatever when you went to like OT. Maybe the key's kind of like
there it is. Freedom.
Oh, did he just dip?
He dipped.
Curious.
There was a door at the back. He cracked the key.
Just walked out.
Wenn man Schlüssel hat, kann man direkt raus, oder was?
That was great. He picked up a key and just ran for it.
I'm out of here.
Okay, so that's actually pretty cool. I would lose full though.
Nah, yeah.
If somebody did that to me, I'd be so mad.
Dude, imagine that. Like
you just
lose. 2v1. You're like, where is he? He's got the key.
It's another cool little area of the map.
Again, it's a big old map.
Yeah, it is.
Al-Mazrah. Bring comfortable shoes.
Bis jetzt habe ich noch nichts von der Map gesehen, was so Oldschool-Flashbacks bringt, ne?
Oh, we saw SEAL Team.
Alles so neue Abteile, die mir nichts sagen.
Pull up and absolutely destroy.
But I want to see the Big Bertha. See what it looks like.
Well, there's different kinds of vehicles. So there's like little sedans, family wagons, whatnot. You know, they're all gonna have different properties, which is really fun to think of. If you have like a military class vehicle, get in the hatchback, Jack.
I feel like there's somebody close.
You can see like buy weapons, and you can upgrade your weapons. So I'm really.
Oh, the clutch up. He gets Boppo his teammates back.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see how that works though. It's like, what do you like? Buy a weapon with some of your attachments, then upgrade it to the attachments that you have, or is it attachments that the game sets for you? So we'll see.
Oh, so many questions.
Yeah, I have so many.
I'm seeing a lot of highways as well. This is a lot of fun. We're going to see, I think there's a little bit more of a lean towards vehicular combat, which I'm very, very excited about, given the fact that like there's 19 ways to battle each other in cars now.
Well, the one thing I'm kind of digging.
Scheiße, wenn man da so offen auf dem Feld rumlaufen muss, ne?
But like,
Trägt
at
immer
least
Nerven.
what we're seeing so far, it doesn't look like you have, and that just might be the loadout change too, but I think it's with 5 attachments, like you can't beam someone with an AR 400 meters. Like it's going to force closer range combat. You're not going to be terrified to cross any open gap, which I think ARs have been too easy to shoot. Like this, I mean, that has more recoil than I've seen in 3 years.
Yep, that was that M16 was kicking. And Krim was like,
Das
I'm
passt
gonna
nicht,
this fight. To get my money.
But I think in general, like it's better if it's a little bit more difficult to shoot at long ranges. It just needs to be, in my opinion.
This is what I wanted to see. How powerful is it? Can you finally shoot them?
It's running out of gas, man. It's running out of gas. This is Greed's, one of our streamers or content creators coming from Japan.
That's awesome.
Also, though, Ann, shoot them tires. I'm just thinking out. I mean, my mind's going forward. Solo YOLO is going to look real different when everyone's driving around with vehicles with no tires and like
running out of gas.
Running out of gas in the end. And it's like, and there's one person at the end.
Das jetzt hier der Flughafen oder was?
Who has the Hummer EV?
Der so ein bisschen aussah wie Terminal oder vielleicht auch Terminal sein soll.
Oh my god, that's the meta, dude.
Oder ist er das nicht?
Find
Have an eco-friendly vehicle.
Ja, das haben wir wieder umgeschaltet.
Go green for the green.
This is a duo.
The Hummer EV.
Big Bob.
He's got a key. Wait, what is this key about? Wait, you see the key on his head?
Ja, was ist mit dem Schlüssel?
Bobby's got a key. He's got the key in my heart. But that could be one of the sort of special loot locations. There's some subterranean spots.
Special loot location.
These are the guys I hate in Warzone. Camping a staircase
with Phoenix.
Yeah.
I need that proximity chat. I need like the people walking up and being like, I know you're in that staircase.
The way he's playing, I feel like Bob's AFK and he's protecting Bob. That's what I'm getting from this, at least. Bob has not moved.
Ja, was macht er?
The Symphony I know does not run up and down staircases 400 times. This guy has to be in fights over and over. He literally has to hold forward. So
I mean, if you think
figured
about
something was going on.
This is a really important map. Like whoever wins this, like they hold the record for most wins.
Yeah, right.
In Warzone 2.0. Like it's your stream title right there.
Just get it up there.
Yep.
Just get it up there right away.
World record holder. There's a lot of those in Warzone.
Getting a very sort of strong. I'm liking the different areas we've seen so far. This is the most sort of urban area we've seen. Like high, like I mean, there's a parking.
Bruder, da kann man ja gar nichts lesen von deinem Satz. Das war's ja mal komplett, Digga. Da verstehe ich ja gar nichts jetzt. Das ist ja alles falsch geschrieben. Das ist ja alles falsch geschrieben, Digga. Was ist das denn? Was ist das denn, Junge?
Shout out Ricochet. Will be available
day one. Day one. Coming for you, Scott.
I always wonder about like length of games, and I always think I mean, I prefer when it's around like 20 minutes. I'm wondering like how long a map is right now.
Well, this has been 30.
It seems like we're like, did we start
30 minutes in, yeah. We started right away, yeah.
Yeah, so this is.
Well, we're also hopping in and out of I think maybe 2 different games.
I think it's.
Or it's delayed.
I think it's at least. I think it's 3 because I think we've seen solos. This is trios. I think.
No, it's all the same game.
It's all the same. So there's solo people on. Oh, that feels bad.
So what I'm wondering, like,
was kann er da machen mit L1, R1?
Seems like it, yeah.
Probably because people are just figuring stuff out.
Über Spider-Man oder was?
Probably part of it, but I think just from a circle, just size of the circle, I think it's a bit longer. Like these might be running about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes longer.
I cracked that guy at my life.
Nice. While these guys are fighting, I'm like, oh look, the gas station's a POI on your minimap. I'm dead serious though. If I pull up in my Hummer EV, is there going to be a charge station for me?
No, it's unlimited, dude.
No way. That's too OP. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm
How
down.
many do you
I'm
think
down.
there is on a map though? Like, do you think there's just one? Like, there's the one golden Hummer EV?
I don't know.
Or maybe.
I'm excited. I'm
just talking out loud. I know it seems like I'm asking Miles, like you have all the answers.
I've got a piece of paper in front of me that just, it's the bingo card. Again, we haven't seen a vehicle elim, ledge hang elimination, most wanted card. We haven't seen any of these just yet. Here we go. Fall off, die to.
So this is
it's still the bright spot of this for me was Jorge dying.
It doesn't count.
Does that count?
It doesn't count.
Come on.
Doesn't count.
No, he got shot. This is really where
I'm gonna count that. I'm counting
it. I'm putting that on my bingo
They're
card.
now in the 6th circle, and there's 20 people left. So
This is
about to get insane.
Oh, the National Bank of Vidal. I wonder if you can go in there and get some cash.
I am very much behind Wild. I'll lose a little dive in for the res, but I'm very much behind like crazy in games.
I love the leaning coming out of Hitch. It's like he's in game, actively moving.
Yeah, he is.
Look how leaned up he is.
Oh, here we go.
No plates.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is a welcome
team
sight.
looks a little bit more decked out.
Wait, decked out? They've got different color armor. Most wanted target eliminated. Well, that team didn't hit the bingo. You have to survive that.
I think that was a Claymore or a Prox mine right to the shins as he went through the door.
There is a different kind of plate. 3-plate purple. I have questions.
Yeah, we saw Nick Merckx have that earlier, so I think it's maybe you hit the shop and you just buy armor.
Nee, aber so wie man den Looter erkennen kann, da sind ja so weiße Striche da drüber. Das war schon immer genau so. Das ist jetzt nicht schlechter oder besser geworden, würde ich sagen. Ich glaube sogar, dass diese weißen Striche vorher gar nicht mal so krass erkennbar waren, oder?
Oh, that looks like
vielleicht sogar noch ein bisschen besser als vorher.
I mean, we've only seen one M16 of the game so far. Is that Crim's one? Is he dead? Is he down and out?
Might be.
Observatory ahead of us, one of the higher points on the map.
So, jetzt splittet die Zone sich auf in 3 Zonen, ne? Jetzt sehen wir da eine Zone und jetzt müssen sich die aufteilen irgendwie.
So they got out of that situation they were in, I think. They were able to get the kills.
They look like they crept through the wall.
Yeah, let's stay on board here. Look how small this circle is. We're gonna see who ends up taking this one, but it looks like it's just Hitch. He's trying to save the squad. Blake's down, and there's a thermite sitting on.
It's holding them back with the thermite.
Yeah.
The fire looks.
They gotta rotate though, so maybe we have to be careful here.
They've been sniped.
Oh, here comes the bingo!
No.
Here comes
No
the
way.
bingo!
Here comes the bingo! This is love and trust right here.
I got him!
That's a bingo!
That's
Sorry,
a bingo.
that wasn't actually a bingo, but it is definitely one of the airstrike elimination here.
It is. One of them died.
Gerade ein fetter Luftschlag drüber geflogen.
No, they're not dead yet.
No, but you got one.
No, he's dead.
Yeah, one got
he's
finished.
dead.
Jorge.
I mean, we're looking at no plates, nothing here. Like, this is going to be tough.
They're going to have to leave this rooftop as well because the gas is going to push them.
They need to just get a kill.
Lads. Blake is down and now.
I really like that new looting out of the backpack.
I think it's just one of those things I'll like once I get used to it. It's just going to take a little time.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
He's only got one in the clip.
He's got the
I was
two-piece.
hoping maybe it was the fall damage there, but Jorge, he's going to drop. I didn't see how he got the kills, but yeah, it looked like he was able to knock 2.
7? Was it 6?
It looks like 7.
7.
There's a handsome man blocking the view there, but over to Nick Merckx. Final 4.
Oh, they're in a great spot. Rotation coming in here in a second. This looks dope. This little tent that they're in.
I mean, this would be nice if there wasn't.
Oh, so it looks like you can only plate up. I see. You can only plate up to 2. You have to get something to do the full plate.
Yeah.
It's a big fight.
Oh!
I thought it was maybe like a helmet or something like that, but I see what you're saying.
Nick's chilling. Still has plates to go with.
I didn't realize it was limited to 2 at first.
Let's see the gas mask, how that operates.
Reload. Just there you go.
For the dub. 3 teams remaining, 6 players. They've got what, 2 left up, so it might be like a 2v2v2.
He has the inflatable decoy to play with as well. That could get really funny.
6 Leute noch insgesamt, okay. 5.
This is good decoy time. Just pop it.
I love mixy endings. This ending is dope.
This is so sweet. Coming out the gas.
Gehen,
across the
gehen.
bridge.
Der ist noch nicht tot, oder?
It's just Nick.
Here they come. Oh!
Schießen ab.
Oh!
So 1v1.
1v2? 1v2, right?
1v2.
Oh no, he's a res. You're right. It's one player up because his teammate's still up.
Digga, der muss den jetzt wiederbeleben, Alter, sonst ist er gleich tot. Er scheißt einfach auf ihn.
Oh, that hit.
Oh.
Ja, Nicholas Marks. And a 3-piece to close it out, too. Wait, was that a 1v3? It was?
It was. That was a bingo.
Bingo.
Krass.
Oh, there it is, the first time.
Er hat die allererste Warzone-Runde aller Zeiten gewonnen.
Warzone 2.0 winner. Get in the chopper. Get in.
All right, it was lit. We're in for a good few years. That was lit. I really enjoyed it. I think the map was really cool. Played a little bit slower, but I think it's just people figuring it out. And then towards the end,
yeah, I wasn't even sure. Was that?
Alter, wie viele Punkte bekommt man denn da, Mann? 35.000. Ja, wobei im November, da bist du eh schon Endlevel wahrscheinlich. Ja, das war jetzt eine halbe Stunde. Ich denke mal, jetzt werden die einfach noch eine Runde machen, ne? Aber ja, ob die uns so angucken sollen oder nicht. Ja, ein bisschen doof. Ich meine, die haben keine einzige Einblendung gemacht von jemandem, der irgendwo gewesen ist in einem Map-Abschnitt, wo man so ein paar Flashbacks sich abholen könnte. Ja, die werden jetzt auch nur noch eine Runde noch Warzone zeigen, weil das war jetzt genau eine halbe Stunde und eine Stunde wollten die was zeigen. Also, ich glaube, das können wir uns sparen, da hat man jetzt mal gesehen. Also, ich muss sagen, ich finde es, das könnte einer der besten Call of Duties seit langer Zeit werden, aber keine Ahnung, das hängt so ein bisschen von dem Third-Person-Modus ab, ne? Finde ich. Also, wenn man Third-Person immer machen kann, wenn man gerade Bock drauf hat, und man kann auch als Third-Person mit One-Person zusammenspielen oder gegen One-Person spielen, dann ist es eigentlich komplett bescheuert, weil du kannst in Third-Person einfach alles besser überblicken, um die Ecke gucken, irgendwo drüber gucken und niemand sieht dich. Das ist halt übelst unfair, ne? Also wenn es einen Modus gibt, wo man vorher aussuchen kann, ich möchte als One-Person gegen One-Person spielen oder ich möchte als Third-Person gegen Third-Person spielen, dann wäre das gut. Wenn das nicht so ist, dann wird es ganz schwierig. Aber abgesehen davon ist alles richtig geil, ne? Ist alles richtig geil. Diesen neuen Modus da feiere ich, weiß gar nicht, wie der hieß da, Ground, bla bla. Der war geil. Und Warzone sieht auch eigentlich nice aus. Mal gucken, ne? Auf jeden Fall werde ich wann ist das, nächste Woche? Donnerstag, ab dem 22. werde ich die komplette Beta am besten jeden Tag auf Twitch auch dann zocken. Habe ich echt Bock drauf.
Yeah.